internet. My name is Atal'Utek.
And I'm Avatel.
And welcome to a WoW podcast, obviously episode number
76.
It is 76. I don't know why I even bother asking anymore because
It's a good number.
It's not like I'm going to catch you out.
Well, we have to get to the good numbers again.
Yeah,
we need the fun numbers.
Totally.
What's next?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here. Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, and on today's podcast, we are going to be talking about what players are unhappy about right now, and there's loads of it. Okay, we're going to be talking Camelot.
Yes.
We're going to be talking Zul'jan.
Oh.
We're going to be talking WoWhead.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to be talking patch 12.0.7 revelations and all the revelations in there. Tell you what.
There's a lot to talk about.
If you can't enjoy the new zone Val with its snowy goodness and its beautiful, icy, cold feels, if you can't enjoy that right now, then you're never going to enjoy it.
No, exactly.
It's as simple as that, right?
Exactly.
You know, like if you can't go into that zone and be like, oh, actually, oh, that's kind of helping, actually, that's kind of good, then basically you're screwed. You're never going to enjoy it. It's as simple as that. Hands up in the chat if you are enjoying Val, the new zone, and if you're looking forward to what we're going to be talking about on the podcast today.
Yes,
From
please.
sunny Swansea. If you hear any noises of fans in the background, tough titty. Taliesin sounds like he's getting picked up from a different mic. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think I just need to turn myself up a bit then.
There you go. Crank yourself up, baby.
Yeah.
In this heat. Yeah, you may notice.
Oh, yeah. Is that hopefully that's a little bit better. Maybe I'll check it out. You keep talking.
You may notice that we are looking particularly shiny. In case you haven't seen the news, there's a bit of a heat wave going on in the UK at the moment, which is increasing the level of shine, which is increasing fan noise as well. So I'm not actually looking at my PC right now. I cannot bear to turn on another giant machine, so I'll be reading chat on my laptop in front of me, which is why I'm looking down as I melt.
Yeah, I just meant like talk about super chats and stuff like that, but that's cool too.
That's it. Yeah,
That's good as well.
Oh, super chats.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I meant like do show stuff really,
Yeah, show
rather than
stuff.
just like shoot the shit. But that's cool.
You don't want to talk about my hair? I think my hair is looking quite
You were
blonde
very
at the
upset with your hair when you got it done.
I was.
You were moody for like a day and a half.
But then the sun came out and it made it the right color. Anyway.
Taliesin got older. It's true. Every time I fuck your mum, I get a line on my face.
Whoa. God, I'm gonna have to edit that out of the audio version.
No, you're not. What are you talking about?
Anyway, should you like Tally to continue saying things like that, or if you'd like us to talk about, some people are just into that kind of thing. Please feel free to drop us a super chat if you're watching on YouTube. We will go through those towards the end of today's show. Drop us your thoughts, your comments, your questions, anything you want to tell us. Throw them in there.
Yeah.
So, I look forward to seeing those at the end of the show today.
Yeah, looking forward to it, yes. Make us talk about whatever you want. If you just want to kind of be like, yo, why are you complaining so much about the heat? Just get air conditioning.
Yeah.
I live in like Texas or whatever, where it's way hotter.
Yeah.
And I get out of my air conditioned bedroom into my air conditioned car where I drive for an hour to my air conditioned job, and then I might stop off in the Starbucks drive-through on my way home,
catch some of the AC there,
then sit in my air conditioned house again playing WoW, and I'm hardly hot at all, man. So like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, exactly. You've probably heard it already, but yeah, the UK it's built different. It's not quite built for heat waves. So we get like 3 days a year, I'd say, which are kind of unbearable.
Yeah.
Increasing every year.
And also, air conditioning didn't exist in Victorian times when most of our houses were built. It's, they're brick houses. They don't have like hollow walls and stuff. And they're just, I guess you could retrofit them with air conditioning, but it would be a lot of effort and money, and
for just
wouldn't work very
a
well.
few days. And to be fair, downstairs is kind of nice. Downstairs feels like a little cellar. Upstairs, where the office is, That's the maximum heat exposure we're getting.
Yeah. Because we're right underneath the roof here, and our roof is currently uninsulated. So when the heat bangs down on it, it gets very, very hot indeed. So,
super hot.
So excuse that. If we are glistening, and I know we are, gosh, I know I am.
Shining.
Been glistening all day.
Gleaming.
I'm wearing linen shirts with buttons undone. We're looking pretty sexy, I reckon.
I actually, you know what? Not too bad. I don't know if you guys caught our photos over on like Instagram and Twitter, but Tally took his socks off yesterday. It was kind of crazy.
Excuse me, I'm not wearing socks right now. I haven't worn socks all week. Are you kidding me? I wear socks down the beach, right? Because I like it when I come out of the sea and I've got sandy feet and stuff, and I dry my feet and I get rid of the sand. There's something really lovely about putting on a clean pair of socks after the beach, after you've been walking around barefoot and you've been kind of getting sand in between your toes and things like that. I think it's actually really lovely to do that, and that feeling of socks. So I take my socks down the beach. Get over it.
I feel that.
I don't wear them generally otherwise at the moment.
I just posted a photo of you sitting outside on in our garden, like in the heat, wearing socks, and everyone's like, why is that man wearing socks?
Oh right, yeah, sure. I mean, okay.
It became a bit of a discourse.
That's fair enough. Like, you're allowed to make fun of me, that's okay. Just don't make fun of my wife.
Exactly.
Especially if she has to leave a Mythic Plus key to go and look after her children.
Oh,
Speaking
no.
of people who aren't very happy in the world of Warcraft, now I deliberated long and hard about whether to talk about this on the show because it has been one of the main discourses of the week, and I wasn't going to, because it's kind of impossible not to name and shame, and I don't like doing that. I don't like, I don't want anyone to get any flack because we've talked about something on the podcast or something like that. But then I learned something which made me go, oh, fuck it. Who cares? Let's talk about it. So I don't know if you've seen this, but one of the main discourses of the week on social media for World of Warcraft, and don't worry, we'll get into like real life
We'll get
World
into
of
the real
Warcraft,
news
in just a moment, was let's see if I can get rid of the name. There we go. Yeah. Was a Twitter post which has hang on. Oh no.
Oh no.
Bring that back. Where's that gone?
What's that?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not going to show.
Malfunctions.
Do you know this happened on stream the other day? Actually, yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna have to.
Okay, just do it manually.
Yeah.
Someone in chat is asking about, speaking of kiddos, asking about schools. It is so hot they have closed the schools.
Yeah.
It's literally a heat emergency. It's your responsibility to make sure that your children drink enough water today.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like we do not accept liability for that.
Okay, so I'm not going to have it on. No, actually, I do need to sort this out because I want to show stuff on screen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Later. Maybe you can describe what happened, Evie, while I'm getting it on screen.
So, in case you missed it, there was a bit of a discourse going around in which someone tweeted. I'm going to pull it up right now so I can relay it to you faithfully and accurately.
Oh, I got it.
You got it. Well done.
Sorry about that. Okay, if you are pregnant and you join a Mythic Plus, it was a man, so I'm doing a man voice, as you can tell.
If you're a parent, sorry, that's the.
If you're a parent and you join a Mythic Plus run, you deserve to be permanently banned. Let's just sit on that for a second.
Yeah, okay.
That means if Chris Metzen joins a Mythic Plus run, he deserves to be permanently banned because I know for a fact he's a parent. If Donald Trump joins a Mythic Plus run, he deserves to be permanently banned because he's a parent.
Now, when
allegedly.
I first heard this, I was like, okay, a little bit of hyperbole on Twitter. We've all been there, right? A little bit of exaggeration, but no. There is more.
And maybe I'd like to know your views on this as well. That's why I'm bringing it up, because I love a discourse, right? And it's something that has affected us personally a couple of years ago as well, because I remember this exact thing happening to us. So maybe in retrospect, you should be permanently banned, Evie.
I think I should.
This person went AFK because their baby woke up, and since they were solely responsible for it, they abandoned us and we ended up breaking the stone. Wow, that must be a Spanish turn of phrase.
Yeah,
Spanish. Breaking the stone.
Yeah, just
not killing the key, breaking the stone.
Just some auto-translate going on there.
Can we find other anachronisms for what people call killing a key, like in different languages, and making a T-shirt of it with all different translations of killing the key? I just think that would be very cool. And then a picture of a baby at the bottom.
Of course.
Picture of the baby like, I did it. This was me. I made this. You're probably thinking I'm exaggerating, right? Let's look at it from another perspective. Imagine you have to leave in 15 minutes to go to work if you don't want to be late. Would you join a dungeon that lasts at least 35 minutes? Probably not, because even in the best case scenario, you're likely to have to abandon the group. Well, the case with your child is exactly the same. If you're alone with the responsibility of the baby, you cannot commit to 35 minutes with 4 other people because there's a chance you'll have to abandon them. So according to your logic, as long as... Sorry, now he's doing a voice of someone. So according to your logic, as long as I'm alone taking care of my child, it means I can never play competitively in it. Well, I'm gonna do the voices as I think he hears it.
Yeah.
So according to your logic, as long as I'm alone taking care of my child, it means I can never play competitively in a group. Correct. I'm glad you got it.
Oh.
Now, no judgment. You can probably guess where we're coming from on the judgment scale here by how we've been talking about it already. But no judgment to people in this chat, because people in this chat are very, very cool and nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a picture of the thing here as well. What are your views on this? Because, you know, to a certain extent, let's be reasonable and fair here. Man has a point. Like, you shouldn't be committing to keys, and this was a plus 17, by the way. So, I mean, I hardly what I describe as competitive key in this day and age. But okay, it's a plus 17. That's like in the serious level. I'm sure he marked it as competitive and things like that. So, you know, assuming it was a competitive labeled key and not a relaxed labeled key, was this person in the wrong? And, you know, should you, like, what do you think of his example, first of all, I guess, about joining a key when you know you've only got 15 minutes before you have to leave for work?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because leaving for work in 15 minutes and having an actual child that you look after 24/7 is kind of you know, it doesn't really line up. You know that you're leaving for work in 15 minutes. You don't know if your child's going to wake up from a nap in 15 minutes.
But you know they might.
You know they might. Yeah, well, then by that logic, yeah. You follow this guy's logic to the end. That means you should never do a key because nursery might call.
Correct. I'm glad you got it.
Exactly. Nursery might call and send them home, even if you have daycare. If they're with your granny, they might die and you might have to go and pick them up. Like that,
well, you don't have to bother if they die.
Yeah, well, no, the granny.
Let Granny take care of it. It's on her.
You know, and it's like, right. That's, yeah. So, yeah, of course, if you follow this person's logic to the end, it means no one with children should ever do keys.
Well, I mean, you don't have to follow it to the end. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. But if I push this a little further, I would go and say that, like, if you're a human being who has normal bodily functions and has to shit, I would argue you also should never do a key because you never know.
You might need a shit.
When you might need a shit. You might be one of those people.
You might have an aneurysm.
You might be one of those people who knows 15 minutes in advance. And I know you're out there.
Yeah.
I know
if you're
how that
relying
works.
on an electricity grid, you know, then it might cut off.
Yeah.
If you're in America, it's very likely that your internet is going to cut off.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
It's extremely likely. If you live in a society, you are not allowed to do keys. Because something might happen, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, and exactly, like, it sucks. It sucks when you brick a key. That's a bad feeling.
Okay, so I agree with you implicitly. I'm just trying to like devil's advocate it a little bit.
I know.
You know, because of the discourse. Because believe it or not, there are some people that agree with this. And like I say, maybe there are people in the chat too. And like I say, no shade if that's what you believe. That's absolutely fine. Because I think it is a valid topic for debate. I myself have been a member of a key group where the key got bricked because some unthoughtful, uncaring, unprofessional hunter had to go and look after the baby because it woke up in the middle of the key.
Yeah.
And, you know, you could argue maybe I should have done that because it was also my baby and I was in exactly the same room at the same time. But I was healing and we thought that we could probably do without the hunter a little bit more. So Evie had to go and get the baby and I didn't have to, okay? So, you know, but I knew. So here's the thing. Here's why I was okay in that situation because I knew that you would have to go and get the baby if it woke up. So I was fine to join that key, but it was you, Evie. It was you that shouldn't have joined it. Correct. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I play healer. A, so I don't have to bother with interrupts, and B, so I don't have to bother with being interrupted by babies. But I feel like I don't think anyone who's ever been a parent would have written this. It's as simple as that. And if the person who wrote this, if you have been a parent, apologies. And I don't want to pull the parent card, okay? I don't want to do that thing of like, well, people who don't have kids don't understand. They don't have to understand to know that their key's been bricked, right? Yeah. But there's a thing of like, most of the time that baby probably sleeps a certain amount of time at a certain time of the day.
You made
and
a judgment,
like,
right?
You know, I've done all the washing up. I've done all the cleaning. I've done all the things that I desperately do when this kid is sleeping.
Yeah.
And I've got, you know, according to usual routines, about an hour. Sounds like time for the one key I can do this week, right?
I remember those days.
I'll do a nice low key that any old scrub can do, a 17, and let's rock it, you know? And also, even if it does annoy you, and even if you do think it's bad, you must know you're going to get your ass handed to you if you go and write this.
I know, right? the lack of forethought. I just
even if you hate brown people, right? We can't do anything about that. Don't go on the internet and say it. Yeah. You're going to get shit, right?
No,
I'm not saying this person hates brown people.
Do go on the internet and
this
say
person
it,
doesn't hate brown people at all. Unless they've got babies and are trying to run keys with them. In which case, you know, that's it. Okay, I'm not saying this person hates babies of other races unless they wake up when someone in their key is trying to do the key with them, in which case they do, but nothing to do with race, right? Yeah. But so what I'm saying is, it's one of those things where you know you're going to get your fucking shit pushed back in by the internet on this one, right?
Shit pushed back in.
Like the internet is going to take one look at your shit and push it right back in on this one. Yeah.
And I'm also a bit, you know what, the fact that someone thought it was cool to just put this out there. Listen, I'm an old timer. I've seen stuff on the internet, and I understand that like there is no threshold anymore for people saying dumbass shit. So in a way, I wasn't surprised. I was quite a bit disappointed in the people who were like, "Well, he's got a point." It's like, what?
I'm going to assume that this guy had posted his group as a competitive group and not as a relaxed group.
Maybe.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Maybe someone can correct me. Now, I have checked his stream, but only for to check something else, right? So I feel like, you know, if this was a relaxed key, then this guy hasn't got a leg to stand on, basically, right? No. But if it was competitive, then I would say that actually, you know, kind of on the parent here to make sure you're applying to relaxed keys. You know, if you're there looking after your kids, and I would be applying to relaxed keys. I only apply to relaxed keys anyway, to be honest, because you know, as is well known, I'm like 100%. The reason I only apply to relaxed keys is because I love it when someone starts getting a bit angry or annoyed, just typing in chat, "Well, that's not very relaxed of you." It's just my favorite thing, and it only works if I do relaxed keys, right? So, and it always gets a laugh. It always breaks the tension. It always, like, you know, wins the argument, right? And then just like, well, that's not very relaxed of you, and everything is cool again. And I just think that's really great, and I love that. So especially now I'm tanking as well. I'm doing +10s on my paladin now, I don't know the routes, right? I hit which ones are lit up, because I've got that setting on. And that's it. I don't know the pulls. I don't know the routes. Sometimes it annoys people. So I only do relaxed keys, right? You know? So in that case, I would say still doesn't deserve the shit this poster is trying to give the parent, but, you know, maybe look at relaxed keys in the future. That function exists. That's the most leeway I can give this poster in terms of agreeing with him.
Sure.
So I don't care about this.
Sorry, you know, maybe be like, hey, FYI, I might be interrupted at some point. You know, maybe just you can also choose to communicate.
You just get insta-kicked from the key if you did that.
That's also possible.
Even on a relaxed, to be fair. So I can see why you wouldn't do that.
Okay, that's also possible.
Yeah, like I get it, you know, and I'm sure there are many people in similar situations who have kids or who are living with some kind of like disability, which means they might, you know, have to run off for an emergency or something, or any other, or like someone might just get the doorbell might fucking ring. Like I've had more people leave keys because the doorbell rang than because their kids have woken up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, what are we going to say? If you've got a doorbell, you shouldn't be running. You should be perma-banned. He doesn't say you shouldn't be running keys. He said you should be perma-banned if you've got a doorbell. Because how do you know it's not going to ring? Correct. I'm glad you got it. And like, exactly what you're supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
I like, and you know what? Person who left, maybe next time just say the doorbell. Because no one seems to mind that, apparently. Yeah. Just say, next time, just say it's the doorbell.
Or
yeah.
Emergency bio.
Exactly. I didn't care about this, right? I wasn't even going to talk about this. But the thing that really spun my gears on it, and the reason I'm bringing it up, because I don't agree with this person, but whatever. The internet's going to take care of it. The internet will make themselves known in their comments, and I don't approve of any shit being given to anyone. So please don't go to this tweet and like give any shit or nastiness or harassment or anything like that. If you do that, you're no friend of ours. We don't want anything to do with you. However, someone went to the stream where this happened, and this is why I went to the stream. Right, was so I could check to see if this was real, and it wasn't like a doctored screen.
Of course,
and I can confirm it is real.
Is it real?
Yeah, this streamer filed a report on this player who left the key, and reported them for terrorist violent content and also child abuse.
Oh wow!
And in the comments put, he is abandoning a child in the streets. And that, my friend, is a false report.
Yeah.
And also, ironically, shows how shit your initial point is, because what you actually reported them for was the exact 180-degree polar opposite of what they actually did. They left the key to look after their child, and that's such a good reason to leave a key that you had to report them for the exact opposite of that, abandoning their child. So you know it's okay to abandon a key to look after your child, because you had to lie in your report and say they did the exact opposite. If you're so fucking sure that that's a good reason for reporting someone, report them for what they actually did, you piece of fucking shit. And also, don't file a false report on your fucking stream where someone can go and look at it and there's fucking photographic evidence of you falsely accusing someone of child abuse. There is someone who's going to get permanently banned here, dude, and it's you fucking piece of shit. That's what made me angry, and that's why I included it in the show. Imagine reporting someone for child abuse because they stopped playing a video game to look after their child.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's like he's literally angry about someone looking after their child instead of playing a video game and reports them for the opposite of that.
And just doing that is such a waste of time for everyone.
Oh, thank you for lowering the tone of your voice there and making it more calm. We all needed that. I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's just my go-to. It's just such a waste of time for everyone. Putting in it's really.
What's his IO though? Well, they bricked at 17 because one person left, so I'm not getting. It's not that high, is it?
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
So look, man. Look, I wasn't even going to cover this. I wasn't even going to do it. But reporting someone fraudulently for terrorism and child abuse when they did the literal opposite of it.
Yeah.
Is insane.
So rubbish.
Absolutely wild. And oh, dude, mate.
Yeah.
This isn't, you're in trouble, dude.
Yeah.
like filing a false report on stream? Are you insane?
I know.
Are you a moron? Are you dumb?
It's possible.
Thank goodness you are, because you deserve the ban, but thank goodness you weren't more clever about it.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
I know, right?
Absolutely insane. I can't believe it. And also just shows a complete lack of conviction in the thing that they're actually angry about. It's like, if you actually think that leaving a key to look after your kid is bad, put that in the report. But you know it's not bad.
Exactly.
That's why you have to lie about it.
Exactly.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So that was a discourse this week, and I'm sorry, it's not the type of show where we go after people or anything like that.
No.
But it just really ground my gears.
I could tell.
That's all. So anyway, whatever, man. Sorry. Please, like I say, I've made my feelings on this clear. Please don't go and, go and make your feelings known if you wish that to happen. I'm sure he's blocked this entire thread now anyway, who cares? But no harassment, no badness, no anything like that, okay? No, like, talking about their family, or, because I know his mum, she's really nice, and, like, very caring, very selfless, okay? So don't do it, all right? Like, you're no friend of us if you do that. I cannot state that enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's lots of people in this chat who know his mum, actually. So, yeah, no, exactly. And the last thing we want is for her to be upset. So, don't do it. Anyway, what else are we talking about, fam?
I'm just amazed you summoned up the energy to go off like that.
Yeah, well,
it's just
done
too
now.
hot. You spent.
And also, I was getting a lot of praise and compliments for how shiny and tanned I look. And I thought, if I get myself worked up, I'll get even more shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully I'll get even more compliments. Well, because my hair now, just take a break from WoW for a second.
Wait, hold on. I couldn't talk about my hair, but you want to talk about your hair.
You did talk about your hair for about a minute.
I know. No, it wasn't that long.
Look, my hair has entered the flow state now, okay?
Oh, the what state?
Well, my internet knows that my hair has got long for some reason.
Yes.
I don't know why, because the cameras that are filming all the time pick it up, I guess, on every kind of electronic device I use. So now I used to get just ads for like erectile dysfunction stuff,
nice.
right?
I get those too.
It's like, you're 43, you probably can't pleasure your wife. What do you think about that? But now I'm just getting adverts for like how to get the perfect flow haircut.
The perfect flow haircut.
Yeah, exactly. And like what products and what to tell your barber to get the perfect flow haircut and stuff like that. So somehow the internet knows my hair's getting longer. And but I think it's doing. I think this is like the one kind of sort of a long haircut that a 40-year-old man can get away with.
Yeah,
the swept back kind of like,
Yeah.
And I think it's all right. I think it's kind of nice.
I think it's good. It's good. I like the little, yeah.
Yeah, and I am Italian. I do have Mediterranean skin. Every year we go through the charade where you are surprised that I get tanned extremely quickly just by going outside to pick up some milk or something. And it is true. It is true. But I am getting that little kind of like tan mark at the top of my head.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
which makes
to
it
push
look like
your
I
hair
might
back,
be
you're
using...
like, ooh.
Yeah. Do you remember when certain streamers used to react to our videos?
Yes.
And if you weren't on screen and they were talking about your tits, I was on screen. They're like, "Why is he wearing makeup?"
I remember those days.
Why is he wearing makeup? And I was like, "Well, thank you very much, but I'm not. I'm just my natural I just look great." So there we go. And I'm wearing my shirt unbuttoned down to my nips because that's what we're doing. And yes, I'm wearing a linen work shirt because I'm that kind of guy. Anyway, what else has upset people in WoW? I'll tell you. Val, a rhyming couplet. What do you think about that, eh?
That was a good one.
Thanks, mate.
Pure Shakespeare.
It was a good one. Unlike the zone Val, which is a crock of shit. Hands up if you... That's unfair. I'm in character as a member of the player base right now.
Yes.
Okay. So you haven't played any Val, have you?
I literally haven't because...
I can tell because you were smiling this morning.
I was like, yeah. No, I literally haven't because the heat wave kicked in on Tuesday and I have just like literally found it unable to turn on this PC.
I've spent the last 3 days writing about a paragraph of a script.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm dying
and
up
if
here.
Tally's up here and there's one PC going and I'm like, I do not dare turn on another one because it would be completely untenable. So tell me about Val. Tell me what hurts about Val.
Well, do you remember Nagtal? Yeah. What do you think of? Tell me about Nagtal, and then I'll compare it to Val.
Nagtal.
Yeah.
Nagtal. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't mind.
I thought it was fun on the PTR, and then I thought it was like just absolutely kind of pointless once you logged onto it on live.
Oh no! What was so pointless about it?
It like there were no mobs. I went straight on heroic. There was nothing going on. You know, there's always that issue with it's full of people doing stuff and just wiping the map, and that's fine. But it meant that there was nothing there. I did my quests, it was over, and that was literally it.
Yeah, that's pretty much Val as well.
Yeah, just but cold, but icy. Are there jumping mushroom puzzles in Val?
Although they're adding more mushrooms next week.
I saw that.
Listen, okay, man. I will stand the mushrooms in Natal. Okay, as soon as I moved like the thing to my bars, I made a macro for it.
I know, you were so proud.
And everyone was like laughing at me because apparently you can just move it down to your bars. It's like, well, I couldn't, so I made a macro, and I spam the button whenever I'm like. And I'm swinging. I'm like Spider-Man in Natal until I run out of mushrooms.
And then,
and that's why I'm glad because there aren't mushrooms everywhere. It's like I'm like Spider-Man swinging around New York, but then suddenly I'm in like Slough and there's no tall buildings. I'm like, boom, you know, right? And like, so actually, the news that they're putting more mushrooms in Natal is music to my mushroom swinging ears, right? I actually quite like that. It's actually quite an efficient way of getting around the zone. I don't mind it at all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Val it's got nothing like that.
Oh, no.
The map's a bit smaller. It's a bit more compressed. On the face of it,
feels
actually,
tiny.
There's a lot of underground bits to it. But if you are not of the kind of mood to explore it, then you're not going to find those basically. Because there's still a lot of people that never found the Draenei stuff in Natal yet. Because you have to go off the beaten track a little bit. You have to willfully be exploring and not just go in there and looking at stuff and what have you. And Val is like that. In fairness, there are nooks and crannies. It's not a completely effortless zone. Some thought has clearly gone into it, and there are things about it that I really, really like. There's bits where you're walking through it where you basically can't see anything. Like the snowstorm is so thick. No, but it's actually really, really good.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Okay.
It's like, and stuff comes out of the snowstorm, and it's like, and there's one part of the map where it's like that, and I actually think that's really good, like genuinely good. And when that happens, my transmog changes to my snowy outfit. Because I've got a transmog which is set to change in cold weather, and it is actually a weather effect there. So it does change my transmog, and that makes me happy. Okay,
that's nice. Sweet. So what are you complaining about?
Well, but mostly the lack of stuff to do. So there is some stuff I like about it. There's very little in the way of like story going on there compared to Natal, because I liked the world building of Natal. I liked and I've looked ahead on the PTR, and I know that I've seen the Draenei stuff there, and it's really interesting. In a low key way, it's very interesting. Like low-key world building, just learning a little bit about our enemies and about the Legion as well, and like this old Draenei people that kind of were there before and stuff like that. That's all really interesting to me. I like stuff like that. So I approached Natal purely as a storytelling thing. Right, I went in, I did the quests, I quite enjoyed them. I was done on my main. I went through it a couple of times with a couple of orcs I was leveling. Well, it wasn't really worth it, but it was a bit more interesting than just chaining dungeons again, right? And Val is kind of like that, but not quite as interesting.
Okay.
There is like a big stronghold, and if you go in there, it's where the boss is as well, and a couple of other quests. If you go in there, you'll get killed. Like they'll just fucking wipe you.
Oh, nice. Good to hear that there's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, and the idea is you're not supposed to even engage in that. You're supposed to like put on a disguise and go in to get to the boss, to do any quests that are in there and stuff like that. But so I went down there, and I think the world bosses there are really good. I think they're really interesting. They've got I like the Imperator Pertinax, who is the world boss of Val. He's the guy that we saw in Eversong, who those weird incursions where it's all just like voidy animals.
Yes.
And you don't even fight anyone at the end. He's just like, curse you for unvoiding my animals.
A bunch of voidy animals,
Well, when you fight him in his stronghold in Val, loads of animals come to help him. And I just think that's pretty cool. I think very low key kind of storytelling there. It's like, that's why he likes collecting the animals. I think that's really cool. And I just like that. I noticed that. I thought it was cool. I love what bullet sponges they are, because it does last a very long time. These fights, they take quite a while. It's like, and it's always fun to see people trying to go in without their disguises and getting their like shit absolutely reamed. And so that's cool. But beyond that, I'm not interested in any of the dailies or anything, or I went in there as a story experience. enjoyed it a reasonable amount for that and that. So I don't hate it as much as everyone else does. But if I was looking at it from a repeatable content point of view, yes, I would be very disappointed. So I can understand why people are disappointed.
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, I'm getting drops of like weapon appearances and stuff like that, and it's fine, it's cool. And there is some cool, tunnels and caves and stuff to discover, which I always enjoyed. And yeah, there's a really good one where you take a portal and you're teleported to like way deep in the ground, and there's this really long winding path to get up, and you're fighting your way up, and then you get to the very top and you're underneath an ice lake, and you just hit the ice.
That's fun.
And you can't get past it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wait, what? And like the exit is the way you came in.
Oh.
And then for me, half an hour later, I had a quest where I had to go in and get to the top to leave something there. I was like, oh, what? Oh, man. And so, yeah, like, once you've done the full story, you'll never go back. And honestly, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not going to sit here, as long as I enjoyed the full story,
sure.
I'm not going to sit here going, oh, wasted opportunity that we're not utilizing this more. Because you know what? These zones were in Legion as well, and I didn't feel like it was a wasted opportunity that we didn't use them more than after Legion. And, maybe they'll pop up again sometime in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean...
Not the same zones, obviously, but the same planets, but, not the same maps. Yeah.
I mean, what are they for, really? Like, what is this? What do they function as? To get some, just to get some, just to get some translogs.
There's some things to collect
just
there.
to get some bits.
There's like,
maybe you can like level a bit through them with an alt.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, it's not a very efficient way of leveling alts, and like eventually you literally just clear the map and there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But I have quite enjoyed running alts through there.
Yeah.
There is the mythic piece that you're doing for the 4-week quest line. So you can get a mythic piece. So if you're a solo player and you don't have any other access to mythic pieces, if you're not doing any mythic plus or anything like that,
sure.
That's good. That's quite fun. That's quite important. I would even go as far as to say. And like there is decor to collect. There's like, so if that's a reason for you playing the game, which it is for a lot of people,
absolutely.
then there's reasons to go in there.
There's stuff to get.
Yeah, but it's not forcing anyone in. And I think we used to agree that was a good thing, but because that's like the standard now for WoW, I feel like there is actually a bit of an itch with WoW players
for Blizz
to force us into some of this content. And this is always the way, right? We get sick of something in WoW and we're like, this is universally bad, and if you do this, it is bad, and if you do the opposite, it will be good. And then they change it and they do the opposite for a while, and then we get bored of that, and we're like, this is bad, do the opposite. And so there isn't actually a really, really good and bad way of doing it. It's just like making sure it's varied and different and giving people different stuff to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it feels like with this patch cadence, with the like announcement cycle we've gotten used to, with the release cycle, it's like a 0.07 patch. It literally feels like the thing you do while you're listening to the 0.1 announcement, and then do you know what I mean?
Well, I can't wait to find out what happens in the story next week.
Oh, well, right, yeah. Because
I
we don't
am
have
on
that yet.
tenterhooks.
Oh,
What's going to happen?
Oh,
it's not like I played the rest of the story on PTR already. On the 12.1 PTR, it's not like it's been completely revealed in the reveal for 12.1 what's going to happen in the story.
Yeah,
so
that's
another reason why it's fucking stupid to keep the story for 3 weeks.
So
it's like,
weird.
you're going to announce 12.1.
Like, literally an announcement.
Release the fucking story so at least some people might not get spoiled, right?
Yeah, I found that very strange, because we also took care not to really discuss those things in the podcast.
We tried so hard not to spoil it, actually. You have no fucking idea.
Don't listen. And it's like, no, literally, WoW is just like, well, the story. Here's where we're going. You have to wait to complete the bits that maybe will get you there, but you know what? This is the destination. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's a funny one.
Yeah.
Are people? Is that one of the things that you find people have been upset about, Tally?
Val?
Well, not that, but the story.
Oh, well, hang on. We'll get to that.
Because
actually, it's funny you should mention that. But yes, the answer is yes. But also, just sticking with 12.0.7 for a second, it was our second week of the Neon folio. Have you logged in and done that yet, Evie?
No, because it was too hot on Wednesday. So I'm going to
Too
do it.
hot.
It was
For
too
the
hot.
nom folio.
I cannot handle an extra increment of hotness.
Surely the nom folio will sort you out because it's so cool.
No, it's hot.
It's so cool.
No, it's the
Well,
raw mass and Umbric. It's far too hot
my
for me.
excitement for the patch. Put it that way. The nom folio is fucking bad.
Did you get
listen,
your
okay,
incremental
look,
power increase?
I enjoyed the quests to set it up last week. I thought they were fun.
Hey.
I thought they were a nice bit of world building.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. The setup quests are fine.
Obviously,
Yeah.
this week I just get sent into a ritual site. Like, I'm not gonna lie, quite enjoyed that as well. Quite enjoyed getting sent into a ritual site.
Why not? Did you do it at the highest level?
Well, I
Got
did
yourself
it.
some myth crest?
I got it at the highest level. I put all the challenges on so I could get my achievement for doing that
There
one
you
on
go.
level 6 with all the achievement stuff.
Nice.
So I've done that achievement for both of them now. So I took it as a chance to do that, right? And you know, it took me 10 minutes. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'ams, sirs or madams. And I went back and, you know, look, okay, the first week I got the void thing or the flame thing, and everyone says take the flame thing because it does marginally more. And even though it hasn't got a visual effect that the void one has, the void effect's pretty cool. The flame one doesn't have a visual effect, which gets me right off, man.
So weird.
And it's like, okay, fine. And you know, it does sub 1% of your damage and healing. It's like literally kind of, honestly, like there's basically anything you could do. Having a glass of water on the desk with you to make sure you stay hydrated is going to improve your healing and damage more than the Omnium Folio. So I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe the second week will make it a little bit more impactful.
Nah.
Doesn't
Nah.
shit. It's still
Of course
fucking.
you're not gonna feel
What's
it.
the fucking
It's incremental.
point? It's not incremental. It's just shit. It doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't do
It
anything. does
sucks.
It,
It
will,
doesn't
in theory,
literally do
do
anything.
things at the end of 5 weeks.
No, I don't think it will.
The increment will be slightly bigger.
Yeah. Look, currently, I don't think it's ever going to get to 1% difference in your healing and damage. I don't think it is. I don't
That's
think it's. Well, because
insane.
what's 0.4% times 2?
Yeah.
Not 1%, is it?
No.
Like,
No.
do you know what I mean? I just don't think it's going to happen. And it's like, okay, I get that you wanted to make it inoffensive, and I approve of that. I think that's great. But this sucks. I don't get it. It just feels silly.
Yeah.
I feel a bit silly for doing it.
know.
It's like when your gran gives you like 10 pence to get yourself an ice cream. You're like, oh, thanks, gran. That'll really help. If I put it in a trust fund, maybe I'll have enough for half an ice cream in 30 years. Thanks, gran. Jesus Christ. That's what it is. The Omnium Folio is your gran giving you 10 pence and telling you to get yourself something nice. You know, It's like, I mean, thanks, I guess, and I don't want to offend you, but that is literally fucking useless.
Maybe it's going to be like exponential power increase.
What do you mean?
Like literally, maybe by week 5, the line will go like this rather than.
Well, I don't
this.
see how, because I've looked through the other options, and I just don't think that's going to happen.
I know people are saying the stat proc on week 4 is actually very big, nearly equivalent to a flask.
I don't
That's what I'm
believe you.
saying.
I just don't believe.
It's
that's gonna happen.
it's not incremental. It's exponential power.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll believe
hard to
when
feel it
I
at
will
this
believe
stage.
it when I see it, because at the moment it's 0.4% of my healing and damage. Okay, so I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the options this week were like,
Yeah.
and I misread the quest and I started doing void incursions before I went to the ritual site. I did one whole void incursion. It took like 15 seconds of my life.
I'm so sorry.
And I was in Eversong, and I had to fly to Zul'jan to do the thing. Oh my
tough.
god, I'm
That's
so
hard for you, babe.
angry with it.
I'm so sorry.
However,
just
so I'm not like a complete moaning mini, just so I'm just like not on one today, I feel it only fair to point out something that I really, really enjoyed
okay.
this week, which was the Midfire Festival.
Midsummer
Fire Festival. I am not a festival guy.
You're not a
World of
holiday
Warcraft.
guy.
I'm not a holiday guy, particularly not Hallow's End. I hate that shit. Look, I'm not American, okay? Or I mean, you know, I'm married to an American. Both my kids are American, you know. although not culturally very American, but we hammer it into them that they're American.
Oh, they love it.
They love being American. Oh my God, they do. They don't know
will
what
tell
it means,
anyone
really,
and
but they love it.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And but I just don't get as excited about Halloween as Americans do. Americans love Halloween.
They do. They love Halloween.
I'm joking. But we're trying to book a holiday in like New England in the autumn to go to a wedding, and all the hotels are full up because people go to like Salem for fucking Halloween in America. Can you imagine going on a trip for Halloween in the UK? I can't imagine it. It couldn't be me. What?
No,
it's
people
insanity.
love that stuff. It's also hard because it's autumn. It's back to school season. It's everyone going to all the posh colleges in New England.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And their parents.
So I'm not a big festival guy. It's never something I've really done in WoW before. But everyone was telling me that this Midsummer Fire Festival was pretty good. So I was like, okay, well, let's give it a go. And I can confirm it's brilliant.
Is it good?
I've
heard really good feedback about it.
I found it delightful. It's very, very simple, the new stuff, because I don't give a shit about the old stuff. I went in and they were like, yo, one thing we do in Midsummer is we light like blossoms, right? And they're in the air. Can you just go and set some on fire? And you like fly around and you set them on fire over Silver Moon, which is where I picked up the quest. And they're like, oh, nice one. Go and talk to someone in Orgrimmar, because I did it on my Tauren Shaman, which I thought would be very fitting, right? And you go to Orgrimmar, pick up a quest, go. And so I did that. And it's great. Like, they send you on 2 tours of Kalimdor. One around Northern Kalimdor, one around Southern Kalimdor. And there's like a wind tunnel kind of thing that you can join that takes you around. And you go through like all the zones of Northern and Southern Kalimdor. And as you do it, a talking head is there telling you a story. You
were enjoying it so much. I literally came up here and was like, Tally, let's talk about, and you were like, woman, silence.
I didn't say
no, you didn't. You would never say that.
You can't say that shit on the internet because before you know it, Ben Gramblade will be making posts about
it. Yeah, exactly. No, obviously that was an exaggeration. But Tally was like, he was locked in. He's like, yeah, babe, sorry, I'm literally listening to
you
this.
spoke to me for quite a while, and I had to do that thing where I was like, I'm really sorry, I'm actually trying to listen to this. I was like,
look, he's just flying around through some flowers. Surely I can interrupt
I wasn't just playing it, I was also recording it for footage, and you can't just stop and stuff like that, and I didn't want to miss anything.
I know, but it was just quite funny.
Also, by that stage, I was on the 4th tour, because I'd gone to Eastern Kingdoms as well, and I was on the last tour, and I was finding the Scottish dwarf lady quite difficult to understand.
I just really got to
and also, I was getting very hot, and also, like, at that stage, I was finding it quite hard, because what they do is you're in the wind tunnel, and it takes you to a new bit. And the first story, the Northern Kalimdor one, is the best one. It's telling the story of a pilgrimage that a bunch of Tauren took back in the day to try and where the whole kind of like the burning of the blossoms thing came from. And they have to go through Night Elf lands, so they get escorted through by the Night Elves, and it's really great. And there's a really great sense of you follow it to a new area, and then there's petals to kind of burn in the new area, just flying through them.
Cool.
And then you follow the wind tunnel to another area, and the story continues. And
that's
the guy
fun. That's just a nice way to absorb a bit of lore. I like that as a vehicle.
My favorite thing in MMOs, which I think is the hardest thing to do, and I still look at that brilliant bit in Heavensward, that does it, I think, the best. But there have been bits in WoW that have done it really well, like in the Anaran Plains leveling in Dragonflight, where you get a journey that you're going on with people, and it's almost an impossible thing to do in MMOs. So I really notice when it's done well, because I feel like going on a journey with a little group of people, and like we're traveling through this land, and now we're settling down here for a second. Now we're traveling through this land. And, like it's almost impossible in a modern MMO, despite it being a staple of fantasy, right? And so I love it when they do manage to pull that off, and the opening kind of quests in the new Midsummer Fire Festival really did that. It took like 10 minutes to do the first one, but there was a story of like I was following in the steps of this pilgrimage, this kind of like this journey that these Tauren went on.
I like that.
Albeit at a greatly advanced pace, I was going on it as well, and it felt really, really good. It felt awesome. And then they send you on into Southern Kalimdor. It's a bit more desperate, and then the Eastern Kingdoms ones aren't so good because you're basically just like you're going on a tour and they're telling you about the different places and it's fine and what have you. But it's great and it's really lovely, and there's this like excellent Midsummer Fire festival music playing the whole time, no matter what zone you're in. So there's this real kind of consistency to it, and you've got like this guy telling you a story the whole time. Fiona in Cataclysm Quest is a really good example of it too. Yeah, really, really well, and I love it whenever they do that. I was really, really happy, and you get a fair lot of like tokens for it as well, which made me think like, oh, maybe I should do some of these dailies and get some more tokens and buy cool stuff and stuff. So like absolute triumph. When the roadmap said that they were doing holiday revamps, I think most of us kind of had very low expectations, thought that maybe they just add some new things to the vendors and stuff like that. But in fairness, with Love is in the Air and Midsummer Fire now, they've absolutely knocked them out of the park. Like really, really good stuff.
I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. And I think that actually the whole thing took me maybe half an hour.
Yeah.
And I did get lost from a couple of times in the wind tunnels in the Eastern Kingdoms. So I thought it was really, really good. A general consensus is that it's really, really good.
Nice.
These are new Midsummer Fire Festival quests, and they're really, really great. So despite me shitting on Val, I'm only half shitting on Val, to be honest, as well, because I think if you play it like I play it, it is a lot more enjoyable. You just go and do quests and treat it as a story experience, like a one-off story scenario or something. It's kind of good, but I agree that as repeatable content, it's not terrific. And Midsummer Fire, really, really good. Not much else happening in 12.0.7 at the moment, though. Not much else happening in the live game.
No, not particularly.
Except Sporefall came out as well. We did get a chance to go into Sporefall. And we did defeat Sporefall in Heroic after 2 pulls, and Mythic after quite a few more pulls than that. It took us until Sunday to defeat Sporefall Mythic. And dude, I got like 3 drops.
Yeah.
I got
use those bonus rolls.
I got a loot drop. I got the ring just from loot.
Yeah.
And then I got someone gave me the neck, which was really nice of them.
That's so nice.
I think Rico did. And then in my vault I got the shoes.
Sweet.
And also I think I bonus rolled the trinket.
Wow.
So I actually got, overall for killing Mythic Sporefall this week, I got 4 pieces of awesome gear.
Wow.
298 gear. So my item level is 292 right now.
That's insane.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
I'm still like in the 270s.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good. And
well done.
I mean, the shoes and the chest is really. I'm after the chest now. That's what I really want.
Yeah.
And then I can catalyst that as well. And, and then I'll be running. I can brick myself some 17s when my baby starts crying.
Are you not impressed by my haul of Sporefall gear? I'm allowed to brick things.
Yeah,
look at my gear, man.
Exactly. I'm doing you a favor by being in this group, fam. And I've been running like Mythic Plus on my Paladin tank as well. I'm really enjoying that.
Sweet.
And I am only able to do that because of the Midnight feature of highlighting the mobs as a route through.
I love that. I love that.
I literally wouldn't even be attempting it if it wasn't for that. But I
love that
kind of basically know the dungeons anyway. I have a basic knowledge of some of the pulls and stuff just from healing them up to a higher level. So I go into the tank. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't tell anyone that, obviously. And I just pull shit and I take it pretty slow. And people get a bit annoyed with me because I'm taking it slow sometimes. But I'm like, yeah, fucking deal, mate.
Yeah,
that's not very relaxed of you, is it?
That's not very. Yeah.
So I'm having a good time in WoW at the moment.
Yeah.
I've used up all my extra 100 decor limit.
Nice.
On the outside. Have you had a chance to go through that yet?
I've gone through it. I'm really, really excited for 12.1 because we're receiving the dyeable staircases and just dyeable squares.
Have you seen the dyeable staircases? Have you seen the staircases on the PTR?
No.
They're tiny.
No.
They're like insect size. Oh. No, but that's a bug. They'll get bigger.
Okay, they will get bigger.
People were having a little bit of a panic attack when they started placing them, and even blown up to like 200%. They're basically like little kid stairs that you might get in a Wendy house or something. It's really hilarious.
Have you seen the troll mural that you can get that Mr. GM posted about?
I didn't see Mr. GM post about it. I've literally just been looking around the PTR. There's actually 3 murals you can get.
Sick. Cool.
And
I love
they
a good
are
mural.
really, really good. One actually drops from Ula'Tek, and holy shit, that is the kind of shit I want to see dropping from final bosses.
That, yes.
It's like this stone
Just
new
artwork.
Ula'Tek absolutely pawning Mithrax.
Yeah.
Like, Kithix,
Nice.
I should say.
Yeah.
Absolutely pawning Kithix. Just like Kithix is like, oh no, Mithrax is so amazing. And Mithrax is like, yeah, fuck. Ula'Tek is like, yeah, I fucking am. Kithix is like, no, please don't hurt me, Ula'Tek. And Ula'Tek's like, well, I won't hurt you, but I can't speak for my other 4 heads. Oh, it's so good. Like, they are so awesome. Yeah, that is the good shit.
That is really
Congrats.
good. And I love, it's so funny how big they are in the PTR. We'll see if that lasts.
Oh, they're really big?
I
I didn't try placing them. That's awesome.
they're huge. Yeah, Mr. GM did a little tweet about it. At just normal 100% size, it is like literally bigger than your house.
Good.
I would say, okay, I do have a bit of player housing feedback. I think the scale is out of control. And when I say that, I mean like the baseline of things. I feel like player houses are simply too big.
Oh, well, we're getting large player in PTR.
I know,
we're getting large
but
exteriors,
I mean, like,
so suck it, basically.
I mean scale-wise, like literally in relation to your character.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a normal size house or whatever, like, a floor or level, like first floor, second floor, whatever you want to call it, like, they feel insanely high. Like, I love a good high ceiling, and the interiors I think are fine. I think the exterior, I struggle with this every time I go and I start decorating things, and I make things a little bigger because I want them to be more visible from further away and stuff. But I feel like the general scale in relation to your player character is a bit off.
I get you.
Feels too big.
I actually agree, and I was thinking about this the other day actually, because it's kind of impossible, isn't it? Because you've got sizes of playable races going from Gnome and Vulpera all the way up to Tauren and Draenei.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why
it has
this
to
is
kind
bigger.
of take all of that into account. Generally in WoW, stuff reads better if it's a bit oversized anyway, right? So it's like,
I think
my
that's part
kitchen
of it.
reads perfectly, but
Yeah.
actually if you stand my character next to the surface, it's like up to her nose,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
it's not quite-
it still
Yes.
looks correct.
Yeah.
It still looks more correct than if it was actually the proper size, right?
Exactly. There is something about that.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that a lot, and particularly with like building and like doing exteriors and stuff, and I'm kind of flying around, and sometimes I turn my character off, and then, the scale when you actually place your character there is I don't think it's a
kind
problem.
of impossible, and you have to kind of like
You just gotta-
you have to either build it for one specific size character, or you have to leave it kind of open.
Yeah.
And the
Anyway.
I mean, you're talking about high ceilings and stuff. The
Not a real
secret
problem,
to
but-
player housing has always been to bring the ceilings in.
Yeah,
Like to bring the
make
ceilings down, make a
bit
fake
of
ceiling.
coziness.
Like, yeah,
and-
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's always been the key.
Absolutely.
Those I always say, like, the rooms that you add should not actually be rooms. They are spaces to put rooms
You
in.
put dividers in, of
like,
course.
totally.
Yeah. That is the secret.
But I do agree
Anyway.
with that, and I've enjoyed placing like windows and stuff on my treehouse on the outside, like
Yeah.
onto the tree trunk of the treehouse and stuff like that. That's been like super fun for me.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything to the inside yet because I'm still waiting for some more decor in it, and I know that I could replace all the circular rugs with square rugs, right, and save a bit of decor. But I'm like, yeah, but all the circular rugs are already in place, and I can't.
I know. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's
No,
going
I
to be a
spent
lot.
so much
like,
time
placing circular
overlapping
rugs is like my
them.
least favorite thing in the world,
I've spent
and
so
I've got a
much
lot,
time.
right? So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, not a real, issue, but it's
since you brought us onto the PTR,
yes.
let's talk about some of the things that have upset people. That is our vague theme this week.
It is
Let's
our
talk about
theme.
some of the things that have upset people on the PTR. And I think it's only right that we put a spoiler bot warning up here.
Yes.
So if you are listening on your headphones, maybe when Evie is putting this up
Yes.
on your preferred podcast listening platform, maybe Evie could really kindly put a timestamp.
I will.
For when these spoilers end.
I will. I'll put them on YouTube, and I'll put them on the audio version
in the description.
too.
Yeah, that'd be really, really good.
I will do that
and
for you.
If you are watching along, then the spoiler bot is up. It's a blue bot spoiler right now.
Okay.
But I mean, technically, this is blue box. It's on the PTR. It's stuff that people are seeing, so it's not
Yeah.
data mined or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about data mining today. But you can come back when you see this disappear. You can unmute us when you see this disappear. I will not be showing any pictures on the screen, so you're safe to kind of like have this on screen and see when it disappears. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so remember we were talking last week about Zul'jan and how we were hoping he would survive, and it didn't look like he did survive, and but we were still sniffing some copium on that.
Yeah.
There was actually some more copium in the week.
I did see. This was actually really exciting. Well, wait, maybe you want to set the tone for where we are.
Okay, so I've gone through
Story-wise.
many phases with Zul'jan, okay? When I played the storyline, the leveling storyline for Zul'jan on the PTR, it was very clear to me, I thought, that he was getting villain batted and that he was going to be set up to be a villain in, 12.1. A lot of people disagreed with me and they're like, no, he's far more nuanced than that. And to be fair, I kind of came over, I'm going to disagree. I never thought he was more nuanced than that, but I started joining in the general hope that Zul'jan would come out the other side of his villain batting, you know, having learned something and progressed as a character and being accepted back into the fold rather than us just killing him. Then some very exciting stuff came through of models of Zul'jan clearly having been turned into a snake.
Yeah, at some point.
And I was like, well, that's actually fucking awesome. That's actually potentially a masterstroke. And I really loved the idea that Zul'jan, whose main fault, his main flaw, his main characteristic, basically, is that he's an Armani nationalist. Okay, he's a bit racist. He's an Armani supremacist. He believes that the Armani should be ruling the whole world, and he's willing to do whatever, you know, is necessary to make that happen. He talks about, you know, not just in theory, the Armani ruling the world. He talks about wanting to make that happen and stuff like that. And you know, he clearly loves his sister. He's very caring towards his uncle. And there's like very good things about him as well. But you know, being a supremacist is a bad thing.
That's a bit strong for him.
Really?
I think he just wants his people to thrive.
Well, I
don't get the impression that he's out for world domination.
Well, he says it. And that's the thing, right? And I think that's quite interesting because that's a way that, and I don't think he's really doing it intentionally, but that is a way that some white supremacists, whatever, they make reasonable arguments.
Yeah.
Like, well, I just don't want us to be reliant on the lower. Okay?
Yeah.
So I would like to find a way for us to be very strong and great again on our own.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, I agree with you. I don't think Zul'jan is doing that intentionally, but he does also talk explicitly about taking over the whole of the, you know, North and Eastern Kingdoms.
Does he?
Yes. Yeah.
I must have missed those bits.
You know, but like I say, interesting character, and I like him, and the idea of him turning into a snake would actually be a really good way of dealing with that, because what happens to an Armani nationalist, an Armani supremacist, like a character who defines himself almost entirely on his race, what happens to that person when they're not an Armani anymore? What happens to that person when, through their own actions, they are turned into something else?
Yeah.
And like, you know, he has that to grapple with. He's like, well, if this happened to someone else, I wouldn't accept them as being an Armani anymore. But I do consider myself an Armani, and I believe I am an Armani, but I wouldn't say that I am. So that's going to have to make me look at my own beliefs and my own kind of belief structure, and it could be a really awesome learning thing for him, you know, because he's not an Armani anymore, but he is. So what does that make him?
Where does he belong now?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
and that's actually
interesting.
That's actually a really awesome potential storytelling device, quite apart from the fact that now you have a major Armani law character who's also just a snake, and that would just be fucking cool and objectively hilarious. So I was like 1,000,000% into this idea, which I basically just made up, and this is why you've got to be careful with speculation, right? Is because you 9 times out of 10 you're going to be upset because your speculation doesn't come true, and then you're like left with, well, is the story really bad, and I actually upset because the story is bad, or am I upset because my speculation that I was so attached to didn't happen, right? And you can make a case that's what's happening here, because no, that is not what's happening. It seems through every kind of everything we've got on the PTR at this stage suggests that he is in fact dead.
So again, I don't know if I completely get that impression either. You get this dialogue with Zul'jara and Liadrin, and they're like, oh, you know, I wish we could have helped him. You know, it's like they're like, I wish we could have done this for him.
Yeah.
There's no explicit like he is dead or gone. Like he could just be changed.
They are
he could be
definitely talking about him like he's
transformed.
dead.
Maybe,
You're right. I mean,
maybe.
I guess Blizz is PTR.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
still time. I know this shit is basically impossible to change, especially on this short a time frame. But did you think my idea was good? Make it happen.
Yeah.
It's what if you changed it from what you've got right now to what I've explained, everyone would like it more. I'm just saying. Like it's what people want, and I think people are just upset because.
Well, I also think,
he's an interesting character. He's a fun character.
He's a really good.
Yeah.
I love Zul'jan, and I think he's a really good character, and I would be upset to see him go for a number of reasons. But I also don't. Again, maybe this is just my reading. I don't take him as like I think he has very intense ideals. And he really believes in like the preservation of the Amani, and I don't. But he kills
that's always
people.
a thin line to walk, though.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just don't think he has to be read that way. Like I think he, especially particularly being a troll, like I think Blizz, like the writing in the game is really explicit about how the Amani have struggled to maintain themselves and their identity. Like I don't see him as a like nationalism is bad character. I see him as a I'm struggling to preserve like what we have left.
Uh-huh.
That's how I that's how Zul'jan comes across to me. And sure, like the Amani people like have conquered others and stuff, but like the Amani are being like very, I think, explicitly positioned as like, they're living among the ruins of their former empire, right? But they want to find the good way forward for like all of their people. And it's Zul'jara is the like, we need to do this right. We need to maybe have the help of the Loa. It's debatable. And Zul'jan is just like, some people might die along the way, and so I don't know. I don't read him as quite as strongly in that sense. And I can see, I understand why people, are getting really upset about him being lost because he's like a complex, like troll character.
I agree with everything you say.
Unfortunately, like he does. I wish he didn't have to be killed off. I really wish.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think the answer is for him to die, and I think I completely understand why people get upset because they're like, here we have a really good horde character. He's complicated. He's not like 100% good guy.
Well, he's not a horde character because he's Armani. But
no, exactly. But sorry, a troll character, and does he have to die, right? Like it's so I totally get people being upset, and it feels a bit this is my favorite Britishism, feels a bit cack-handed to me. Like it's the handling of him feels cack-handed.
I completely agree, mostly because it's I feel like it's pretty much the least interesting thing you could have done with him.
Exactly.
And like
exactly. Like,
and I completely agree. I agree with literally every sentiment you're raising. I agree with everything you're saying. I'll make that very clear. The only thing I disagree with is that I think in the story he has been a bit more explicitly Armani supremacist as well. And I think it has. I think the basis of his like motivations and feelings come from everything you're saying. I completely agree with that. But I think the story has more explicitly shown him progressing too far along that path into the other stuff as well.
Okay,
and I think
and
that's
you've played like
I think that forget the PTR. I think that's been there since questing.
Oh yeah,
And I think that has been something that the story, but. That's a very small difference of opinion. That's a meaningless difference of opinion, really. Because I agree with everything you're saying.
I was won over because he's so hostile to you when you talk to him in the beginning, and then he's like, "Hey, that's my friend over there."
He absolutely negged me.
He absolutely. He's so. So
I just want to read this guy. Troll Twitter was saying Tally is happy with 12.1 and Zul'jan because being British, he loves colonization. Like, what the fuck? When you say Troll Twitter, I know exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about like the 10 people I have banned on Twitter, right? And it's like, was there anything from last week when we were talking about this that suggested I was happy with Zul'jan getting killed off?
No, I think
exactly. Like people just go on the internet and lie.
That's just what the internet is doing.
This show, like from before 12.1 was even announced or even thought of, where there's a big picture of Zul'jan saying "Leave him alone" is the headline. You know, like People just lie about shit we say on this show. It's absolutely wild.
I think people just need an outlet because they're upset because
yeah, but why do I have to be that outlet? Why do I have to lie about what I'm saying?
Because you're on the internet.
It's
you
like,
have a face.
Tally's not harassing any devs. He must be happy with it. I won't listen to the words Tally's saying, but I notice he's not harassing any devs, so he must be in favor of. No, I'm not fucking in favor of what they're doing with Zul'jan. As I've said like 1,000 times before. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
morons.
I think it's just really upset people. I think.
Yeah. And I agree. And so there was a bit of hopium this week when.
Oh yes.
The penultimate fight of the raid in 12.1, which we haven't had a chance to test yet, and we don't really know anything about either. In upcoming raid testing, they name the fights, right?
Yes.
And it's changed name not once but twice.
Yes.
It's on its third different name now.
Yeah.
And what's it been called? It's been called like the Unwilling
So the first
vessel?
name was the Unwilling Vessel, which you talked a little bit
which
about
knowingly
last
turns
week.
into a snake.
Yeah, you're like...
It's very suggestive that it could be Zul'jan. Penultimate, I know he's a boss in the dungeon as well, but penultimate before Ula'Tek, it would make sense for it to be Zul'jan, right?
Yeah, or involved in some way. And then it was changed again to the Coiled Altar.
Yeah.
A bit more general.
Yeah.
And now finally, it is called the Bargained Crown.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean... Oh, apparently you guys looked at Zul'jan as a villain right away. No, I said he was getting villain battered right away, and I've been proven right. Doesn't mean I like it, though. That's the thing. Like, I correctly picked up on Blizzard's very obvious villain batting because I've played this game before and I can read words.
Yeah.
And I've been proven right. I'm not glad that I'm right. You know, I was like, they're villain batting this guy. I hope they don't.
Yeah.
But I was objectively correct, it would seem, that they are villain batting him, you know? And so, but
Which
just pointing out objective fact isn't like, you know? I can point out that global warming is happening. That doesn't mean I'm in favor of global warming. Quite the opposite. Usually the people that deny global warming is happening are the people that are like not in favor of fixing global warming, right? Me pointing out that global warming is happening is like, you know, more being against global warming than denying it. And same with Zul'jan's villain batting. Like, I correctly picked up what Blizz were putting down for villain batting Zul'jan, and doesn't mean I'm in favor of it in any way. I'm completely
doesn't mean we
against it.
like it.
No, totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are very dishonest when they talk about me on the internet sometimes. But that's part of the job. I know. I get it. So what do you think? Do you think there's anything in the fight name changes?
I think there could be something to it. I mean, I think they're just trying to change the tone of it a bit, whatever it is meant to be. Like, I have just the tiniest like nub of hopium left in me, and I think that he won't die. I don't think Zul'jan's going to die.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
but I think he will lose something of himself along the way. Like they become
skin.
his form, right? Like I think he will be changed by his experience.
Yeah.
I think we will have like a confrontation. But I'm like secretly hoping he's not going to be gone.
Well, like I say, I am so in favor of the idea of having like a Snake Armani character, just, you know, relearning what it means to be Armani. Like, it's, you know, I just think that's such an interesting concept. This guy who he was so proud of what he was, and he's not that thing anymore. So how does he cope, right? What does he do? He has to redefine what being Armani even is, which is just a good thing to do. And I think that's how he can find his arc and his redemption. And there's still space for that to happen. I just really don't think it is, because I think he dies. I really hope you're right. But anyway, that's something the player base is unhappy about. I'm unhappy about it too. I think it's fair to say Evie's unhappy about it too. Like, I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. If it's done particularly well, I don't think that it's not pulled out of their asses or anything like that. I think it was very clearly laid out from the questing. But yeah, it's just the least interesting thing they could have done with it, really, in my opinion. And that's what I find offensive.
Yeah, same.
It's
I'm like,
it's not very interesting,
can you
is it?
just do something?
Yeah,
just
like every other option was a bit more interesting.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I agree.
Yeah, so there we go. Such is life. So another thing that I've been doing on the PTR this week was because another thing that people are concerned about when it comes to 12.1 is how, you know, trolly it is, how lowy it is. That's obviously all a good thing, but how potentially disconnected it is from the main story of Midnight. Have you heard people talking about this?
I have not.
No. Oh, really? Okay, well, this is a discourse as well. And a discourse I'm sympathetic to. It's that thing of like, well, this is the traditional like mid-patch sidestep. They did it with Ulduar to great acclaim. They did it with Undermine to slightly less acclaim from some quarters. And, you know, there's this worry that, okay, well, but what about Xal'atath? Are we losing momentum to go on like this little side quest, basically? And one of the things I've been really delighted to kind of test out on the PTR this week was the Arator quest lines, which are set after the raid. Okay, so these won't be there on the first week of release. They'll probably be there the week after the raid goes live. And it's the story of Arator. You might have seen it online. Someone posted it and was like, look at this Disney ass shit. Because there's like a cutscene at the beginning where Arator, absolute fucking Disney idiot, is sad that his parents might be dead.
Oh no.
And Umbric is like, hey, let's go and try and find them. Maybe they're not. And that's Disney, apparently. That's like,
don't follow
that's
these people.
Blizz being like Disney. Like when someone is sad that their parents might be dead, that's some Disney ass shit right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's like, holy fuck. You know that scene in The Godfather where they're all at like, you know, Marlon Brando's funeral and they're all a bit sad because their dad is dead?
Yeah.
Fucking Disney shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, disgusting. I hate that shit. Imagine being upset because your parents might be dead. Fucking assholes. So, you go on a little quest with Arator. And like I say, so a very big spoiler here, because you were talking about the idea of, you know, us using Ula'Tek to defeat Kithix and stuff later on and what have you.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. Ula'Tek's dead.
Oh shit.
Really?
Really?
We kill Ula'Tek.
Why?
He's dead.
Why do they have to keep killing the things that I like?
Why do we have to keep killing raid bosses?
Yeah. No, you know.
Ula'Tek's dead. Like they talk about it multiple times, and they talk about how through the course of their discoveries, which I'm not going to spoil for you, but they go on a little hunt. They're like, we're gonna go and bully some Twilight Blade down in the south part of Eversong to find out what they know. And you meet this little voidling.
I love a good voidling.
Oh my god, he's so good. And he's like, I don't know who I am, but I know I hate the Twilight Blade. Please help me by feeding me them. And so you do. You take him along for some fucking reason.
Concerning.
I like you feel, and he turns out to be a character that you know, and it's kind of good. And you chase him, and this is an amazing bit where he escapes through a portal, and you chase him through void space, and you dive through void space. And you and Umbric and Arator, and you're hurtling, and it's the Dimensius boss room, and you're in these void bubbles, and you're flying through, and it currently plays the Dimensius music as well.
Get
and you're
me in
hurtling,
there.
and you have to like dodge stuff and like heal stuff and shoot stuff, and it's fucking awesome. It's so good.
I will use any excuse to get in there.
Oh my god! And then it sets up the resurrection of Kithix because it's like with Ula'Tek dead. The way is now clear for Kithix because Ula'Tek as Ula'Tek's stone thing that he drops makes very clear it was Ula'Tek keeping Kithix under wraps down there. So the fact that Ula'Tek is dead now means that the Twilight's Blade can resurrect Kithix.
Ooh,
so Kithix is clearly the boss in the one boss raid in the mini raid as we predicted. But like very much being set up for the coming back of Kithix and that being a big fight. And that's kind of awesome, really. And so I would say the worries of there not being enough voidy stuff in this patch, this quest line completely put that to bed for me.
Okay, cool.
Because it's actually the most straight up voidy shit we've had this expansion. Like something about having the voidling follow you around. And, you know, it's an old school voidling, right? With a funny voice.
Yeah.
Not like goofy ass Dominar. Not like a void planet. You've got a voidling following you around. You're killing Twilight's Blade. You jump through a portal. You're zooming through space. You know, they're talking about bringing back a Black Empire general and shit. Like, it's old school voidy vibes. And it feels awesome. And it is very much on Xal'atath's kind of say-so that they're doing this. It was like one of the things she talked about before she disappeared. Because they don't know where she's gone either. And they're like, why has she abandoned us? Maybe if we bring back Kithix, she'll come back because she'll be pleased with us, sort of thing. and it's awesome. It's really, really good. And I'm like a genuine, despite how like Disney it is, obviously, because someone's sad that their parents might be dead. It's really awesome. It's so cool. And then you go because obviously like the stuff that the Armani have been doing in the leveling has left the way open for the Twilight Spade and a lot of the areas of Zul'jan where this is happening and stuff, right? So you go and report all this to Lorthamar in Silvermoon, and he's just like, the fucking Armani. I knew I should have taken that fucking place over. Oh god, he's just great, and I love him. Nice. And it feels really voidy. It feels really like a plot. Cool. It's clearly setting up Arator as the child of light and shadow, which is something that obviously we've been speculating about since Legion. But Tally, how can he be the child of light and shadow? Because when he was born, Alleria didn't have any shadow in her. So it's not a true prophecy, is it? It's like, if my dad became a wrestler tomorrow, I would be the son of a wrestler, regardless of whether he was a wrestler when I was born. Like, he becomes a wrestler. Yeah, I am now the son of a wrestler. Okay, so any prophecy predicting the son of a wrestler doing something important doesn't matter if he was a wrestler when I was born. Okay, it matters that he was a wrestler when I do the thing. Then the prophecy is correct. It prophesied the son of a wrestler. Okay, he didn't have to be a wrestler when I was born. That's how language works.
Apparently that was your Jason Statham impression. Fieldy says that was your Jason Statham impression.
What was?
That through in the voice.
Oh my! I'm a beekeeper. Don't fuck with me.
Is that what he actually sounds like? God.
I don't know. I've seen Jason Statham in real life.
I don't think I've ever heard his voice.
I was in a bar with him once, and
Is he very small?
He's so small. You have no idea.
Okay.
He's
got to be that proportion.
I thought he was the guy that played Mini-Me in the movies at first. So cool. He's so tiny, but he is beautiful. Like lots of Short Kings. Yeah. He is beautifully proportioned, which is why Short Kings make such brilliant film stars. They do, right? Like beautifully proportioned, very attractive. He was going out with like a statuesque 6 foot tall fucking supermodel.
Rosie Huntington Whiteley.
Well,
this was
a very long time ago, so maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah. But clearly a very attractive man. Like as are many of my Short Kings. Yeah. Like absolutely. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So anyway, clearly setting up as the child of light and shadow, and just some really interesting things going on in that storyline. I was really happy with it. I thought it was a really, really good storyline. So yeah, again, just for balance, I know that's a worry that people have, that there isn't a connection to Void stuff and what have you in this patch. Just based on that, I'm pretty happy that there is a little bit. The suggestion there's gonna be more quests throughout the patch on that theme as well. So yeah, we'll wait and see, I guess.
Yeah. There were a couple of things that came up this week that I found did not make me angry.
Oh, really?
I found them very redemptive.
Not really on theme then, but let's hear it.
No, I know, but I think they're really important, including one of them, which was just posted on WoWhead 15 hours ago now. Really, really buried the lead on this one. The title is Clear Outlines on Cone and Line Attacks. Upcoming changes to Season 2 Mythic Plus Dungeons. Yeah. And you're like, cool. Yeah. Good. But what this actually is like a full breakdown blue post of every single dungeon coming in the Mythic Plus rotation in Season 2.
Oh.
How it's being fixed.
Oh.
And why they are aware that people hate them, but they're fixing them to make them much better. This is
wow, that is bearing, because I didn't even click on that article.
Exactly.
I was like,
I didn't even click on it the first time.
Wait.
It's on the first page. It's one of the first things there.
Because I saw the graphic and I was like, well, that looks good,
and
but
I was like, I'm
quite a high level player.
Very good.
I can see the shit on the ground.
No, this is really, really good. There's been a whole blue post, pages upon pages of feedback that they've given, outlining what they're doing for Mythic Plus Season 2 and why.
Okay, every dungeon gets a full creature review to help avoid every creature from feeling the same and distribute challenge across the entire group. Season 2 is trying to take some of the pressure off tanks and healers, putting it on DPS instead by slightly increasing health pools to encourage damage prioritization and cooldown timing, while some enemies' abilities will now deal less raw damage exposure for applying more penalties to player output, blah, blah, blah. Anything that caught your eye in this long?
Sorry, worth saying that spoilers are now over. Have you taken the spoilers off?
Thank you. Sorry, thank you for
spoilers are now over. Yeah. Just how they're literally gone through they're like, and I think this was obvious when they announced the dungeons, but it's really, really good that they're saying like, okay, Murder Row, the Cantina stuff goes by faster. Casting abilities have been taken out of loads of mobs. RP events go quicker. Den of Nalarak, Freezing Wind, easier to navigate.
Oh, I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
All right, Blinding Veil, casters reduced. King's Rest roleplay goes by faster.
Great.
Fixed sequences, new abilities, boss reworked, enemy density. Like, it's really good. It's like it's just cool. To me, I was like, this is a big win for Blizz. Thank you, big W for communication.
Yeah,
like,
for communication certainly.
For communication, like literally outlining everything. This is a really you get cones and stuff, visible cones. This is have a look. It's really, really in depth. It's really detailed.
Can I point out something that really worries me in this? It's just caught my eye really quick. One key difference is we'd like the difficulty of a dungeon to be even more shared across the group. Specifically, we'd like the DPS role to factor more strongly into a group success. Nope.
Do you mean interrupts?
As a healer, can I please just say, it's fine. Let me carry it. Please. Like, no, I do not want that. DPS don't want that. Like, tanks and healers, Blizz are expecting tanks and healers to be like, oh yeah, at last, thanks Blizz. But no, tanks and healers are sitting there like, absolutely fucking not. No way. If you could give me a chance to take DPS completely out of the equation, make it all down to tank and healer, that would be great, actually. That'd be really good. Thanks.
But no, I thought it was really cool that they came out with this.
Yeah.
It was really neat. And also speaking of WoWhead, this is really interesting. WoWhead recently put out an article called WoWhead in 2026 and beyond.
This is something that we said we were going to talk about.
This is we should talk about this a little bit. Because many of you may have noticed that things have felt different on WoWhead. I think that's fair to say. For a while now. For a while, it's felt that way. We've seen the departure of some familiar kind of important faces from WoWhead. There was a sudden influx of articles, which I think we can all agree felt like very clickbaity and no substance really. This kind of like,
and in some cases,
is
kind
X
of
thing
AI.
the most important thing? Yeah. And of course, and in this day and age, it's kind of sparked people's worries about the use of AI. So an article has just come out on WoWhead, which is
I just want to say before we move on, I think a lot of that criticism was very justified.
Absolutely.
Well. I'm very much of the opinion that a lot of that stuff has been noticeable with WoWhead recently.
It has.
I would definitely agree with that. Sometimes over the last couple of years, let's be real, I would look at a WoWhead article and kind of just roll my eyes and be like, I expect that from certain YouTubers, but not from you, right? And like, I think most people would agree.
So I'm not going to go into detail of all of it here, but it's up on WoWhead, and it's
well, no, I mean, is there anything that kind of?
Yes, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's why I say I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's very, very long, and like this. Blizz Blue post recently that came out. But this is Blaney, who's kind of the head of the content team now at WoWhead, just addressing a few things. I have to say, this is a very nicely written WoWhead article. It's broken up very clearly, and I can understand it. A bit meta.
Probably not AI.
Exactly. Probably not AI. Well, the first thing is like the biggest question, AI. I love the TLDRs on this. WoWhead does not use AI to write anything. There's been speculation, and we have firm rules and processes regarding this. Apparently, there are like very strict rules if people use AI or are found to be using AI when writing articles. They investigated. If it's true, they're fired. So that is that is the state
There's been quite a lot of people fired from WoWhead recently.
Well, yeah.
But I wouldn't,
No, I think
a lot of that is just evil capitalism, right?
Exactly.
Like, here's the thing. You know how like loads of people left Blizzard in the abuse scandal?
Yeah.
And one or two of them were definitely abusers, right?
Yeah.
But you can't look at everyone who left during the abuse scandal and be like, oh, they were probably abusers. Right?
Exactly. Not going to paint everyone with a broad brush here. They address the ads issue, which if you have ever used WoWhead, you will know that it is frankly unusable on mobile. If you have it open in a tab while you're playing the game, it does not work.
Okay, I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna say something which no one's gonna like.
No, that's new.
As you can see, because I've got WoWhead up on my screen right now, and there are no adverts on it. Okay, since 2018. I've been paying a subscription to WoWhead because I use it every single day of my life. Through the course of my work, I often have like 10, 15 WoWhead tabs open in my browser at any one time.
Yeah.
Yes, with the adverts on, you simply couldn't do that. It would break your fucking computer. And that is bad. I'm not pretending that's not bad. But at the same time, I was like, well, look, clearly I value the service they provide. Clearly, I still want to use their site. I hate these adverts for what is, I mean, I don't even know what it costs. At the time, it was like a couple of quid, like literally a year or something like that. Maybe it's a bit more now. I don't even know. But I think for how much I use it, it's got to be my cheapest, subscription per use, that I own out of anything. And that probably includes WoW as well. And I think I did this before the channel even. So I think it's not even tax deductible. I don't think it even comes out of the company. I think it just comes out of my account, but I never even notice it because it's so small.
Yeah.
And I haven't had adverts on here since 2018, right? Like, so I get it. I understand the ads are out of control, but also it's a website that I value and the information I value on it, so I pay for it, and I get that it doesn't affect me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's good.
For
people who don't do that.
Consider it maybe. That's all. I get it. You shouldn't have to pay for shit on the internet. I get it, right? But like,
people who write for a living should be paid, right? Like,
well, totally.
Where else does that money come from?
I would, I've got a lot of subscriptions. Okay, Netflix, Pornhub, I haven't got a Pornhub subscription. Don't worry.
Do you mean like Pornhub?
No, I was making a joke. But the subscription, if I would give up my Netflix subscription, I'd give up my Disney Plus subscription, all of that before I gave up my YouTube Premium subscription, if that's even what it's called nowadays. Again, something I've had since about 2016.
Yeah.
Haven't watched an advert on YouTube since 2016, unless it was ever telling me about Squarespace, right? And my WoWhead subscription. Those are the two subscriptions that would literally be the last ones that I gave up. Yeah. Oh, and WoW probably as well.
WoW,
yeah, but I goes without saying. Yeah. I just recommend it.
So they're I think they're like kind of reassessing the ad structure on the website. And likewise, there's a whole section about content and about like, hey, we tried something. We noticed you guys really didn't like these articles. We're not going to do them anymore. We tried something. We're not doing it anymore. If you don't like something, tell us, right? And I have to say, I appreciate this kind of like just transparency. I think it's good, especially in a time when, again, you're like, hey, is this website being completely run by AI right now? Because many things are, right? So much is so automated. I've never had so many like sponsorship opportunities or literally like there are no real agents anymore. They're all just AI agents. It's insane to navigate.
Well, when we do a video, which is a sponsored video to Squarespace,
yeah,
we have to get it approved, right?
Yeah, of course.
Before the video goes out, where like, just make sure we're not saying anything like
terrible. Yeah.
go out terrible. And hit some kids or something,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like, and it used to take a couple of days for that to happen. Now it happens in 5 minutes. And you're like,
Well, I think
I don't know what process they're doing.
I mean,
but I don't think there's many humans involved in it anymore.
I think some systems have been automated.
Yeah.
So it's I just thought that was really interesting for anyone who is curious about kind of the future of what I would say is like the core World of Warcraft database and news site. Right, people rely on it for so many things. Yeah. It was really heartening to see this kind of message come out, to be honest. Doesn't necessarily outline the future, but it's like, hey, we're still humans here. We're figuring it out. We're trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
So that was quite cool.
Iconography, use our code.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I got Kimchi to use our code recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get in there.
But yeah, those are some things that in this week of like, living on the face of the sun, That made me feel good to read.
I actually respect WoWhead for this, because I was having my doubts about WoWhead as well. And I was dismayed to see like all the layoffs and stuff recently. We talked about this last week, I think, but particularly with Peculiar, because I love Peculiar, and she's like just awesome. But I really respect this article. I think this article is really good. It's well written, and the things that they're talking about changing. Yes, please. I would like to see them change those things. I think that's awesome.
Exactly. And I really enjoy the discussion that's happening underneath it, because the author, Blaney, is going through and literally responding to every single comment.
It's kind of awesome.
And it's kind of amazing. And the comments are like mostly really good feedback. People being like, hey, actually, there's like memory leaks, and I don't like this type of content because it's not good. And I appreciate, it's actually, it's pretty good. You do get a couple of people who are like, haha, this article was written by AI. Look at all the dashes. It's like, it just, come on. And I only found one of our haters in there. So,
hey! Wow, they must be on holiday.
I know, exactly. Yeah. The haters must be on holiday. But yeah, so
he just hasn't had a chance to log onto all those other accounts yet. That's give him time.
So that made me
I think that's
I found it quite heartening.
Like a lot of shit has been said about WoWhead justifiably in the last few months in particular, and I think fair play. I think that's a good response. Credit where it's due. Yeah, good stuff. Anything else? Oh, a couple of just like little news tidbits.
Yeah.
New warband screens coming in 12.1.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes.
I think the void one's really ugly.
This one?
Yeah.
Why?
It's not voidy enough.
Not voidy enough.
It's not voidy. Just make it purple, man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Look at that. I think the other one is beautiful. I think that silver moon, lovely. Your characters are going to be in high look. Your characters stand in front of that.
Yeah.
Your characters are high contrast.
Yeah.
You have this like nice kind of glowing, washed out stuff.
Yeah.
And then the void one is like, it's just a bit purple in the background. It's not purple in the foreground.
Yeah.
I don't like it. There's some feedback.
Yeah. True. Okay. There's some feedback for you, Liz.
But anyway, those are coming.
Absolutely. Do this before you save Zul'jan. Look, I think most people are going to disagree with you. I think most people are going to say that one looks much better.
For like the high contrast.
Yeah,
maybe.
But maybe I'm wrong. I prefer the voidy one as well. If I'm honest. But no, you know what? I take what you're saying on board. You've changed my mind. I prefer the other one now. I'd like to see the flags being red, if I'm completely honest.
I know, why aren't they red, man? I know, it's like, wait, this is Silver Moon.
Yeah.
It's a Silver Moon.
I'd like to see the flags be red just because for my own. I know they're blue there in the game.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see them be red just because, I don't know, just I would, okay?
Yeah. I know. Same.
But no, you convinced me. I like
need
this
to
building
convince
now.
anyone.
No, you convinced me.
I just think your characters are going to look good in front of that. If it's too busy in the background, you're going to get confused.
Do you know what would be really awesome? I think it'd be really cool if if you had this one as your warband screen, the title music changed to being more voidy, like it was. That's really, really cool.
Cute.
So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And that's the only other articles I had up really. So the only other thing I want to touch on really quickly before we got to Q&As, before we got to super chats, was Camelot.
Oh, right.
We talked a little bit about Camelot last week, and what that's going to mean.
Yeah.
But there has been like a very interesting couple of Reddit posts which would suggest that maybe it is legit as well.
Ooh, are we in link season?
The idea that that's not it. The idea that where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, right.
So this timeline was posted apparently last year, like in 2025, before Camelot was known.
On Reddit.
On Reddit.
Okay.
There's reason to believe this might be true.
Okay.
Honestly. I'm not saying it is. Like I always say any leak is fake because 99.9% of the time you're going to prove to be right and then you can act all clever about it. Okay. So I maintain that here as well. I'm probably going to veer on it being fake. But, if it did actually come out in 2025, this screen print, which apparently it did on the Internet Archive, someone's found it apparently. Assuming that's true, then it obviously is correct when it comes to the timeline of War Within and Midnight so far. It's correct on the classic timeline. And it places Camelot in Q3 of 2026, which would be BlizzCon.
Yeah, it would be BlizzCon.
And you know, it's under the classic umbrella, Camelot. So, I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. It's the Arthas ARPG. That's
Okay, so I was going to get to that later, but like judged on this, and the thing is, like, if this is true, you know, then you know, we got a Q3 2027 for Last Titan, which okay, anyone could guess that, right?
Yeah.
But then you've got Warcraft Chronicles RTS, and if I'm completely honest, this is what makes me doubt it.
Yeah.
Like
anime series? Why does it have to say anime series there?
in the RTS bit, yeah. To coincide with the anime series, I guess. But I don't know. I agree. That seems a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this just seems like a Reddit wish list, basically.
Of course it is.
And this is where, if this is a fake leak, this is where fake leaks always let themselves down. They can't chill the fuck out. They can't just take a step back. They always have to turn it into a wish list.
Yeah, it's always got to like go a little bit too far.
Yeah, and you see that about like expansion leaks and stuff all the time. It's like Blizzard are going to do this and this and this because they realize they fucked up the entire game. And it's like, oh no, okay, you dicked it. You dicked your leak here. Here you go. You let emotion get away with you.
Exactly.
And an Arthas ARPG. Like, what the fuck is that going to be? Him going through college or something? Like,
I don't know. It'd be kind of cool,
Arthas, the college years.
If it happens, I'm not going to hate it. You know?
Really? You're not going to hate an Arthas ARPG?
Yeah, no, I just
we can get Henry Cavill out. We can like put him in
like Jaina romance.
We can put Henry Cavill.
You would love that
in a fucking like
little
in a
leather singlet, whatever. Yeah,
tighten him up and wheel him out to play 20-year-old Arthas in mocap. Right, be amazing. But yeah, I find it very unlikely because of these bottom two things, which do seem like
I don't know. It might actually make Arthas an interesting character for me.
I don't think it would.
But they have the potential to make him a little, a little deeper there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I still don't buy this. I don't
buy it either.
I don't believe that 14.0 would be called TBD. Or no, maybe it's called the Butt Delvers or something.
To be decided.
No, I know.
Okay, you did the joke so well. I didn't know you were joking. So.
Oh, see, that happens to me a lot. Yeah. So no, I don't believe that TBD would be.
But also the mix of TBD and TBC,
which is great.
That's a joke as well.
I know. I know. Yeah, like I of course, they're planning for the game. It maybe doesn't have a settled title yet. Maybe the big deal.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sold. But
yeah,
I'll be excited if it
I'm not
happens.
sold either. I'm not sure I buy it, honestly. But especially in this day of AI and stuff, like, you have to take every leak with even more of a pinch of salt, right? So, but I thought it's worth bringing up.
I think it's worth bringing up.
Yeah, totally.
It will continue to live on.
Also, I just feel sorry for whoever's in charge of the next Wrath of the Lich King classic because
I know, man.
And it's getting buried under Camelot there, isn't it? Let's be real. But anyway, yeah, there we go. So. Let us know what you think of that in the comments, and let's get on to some super chats.
Let's get these super chats going.
Well, I think we've done quite well considering we're literally melting.
Yeah,
me,
you know what?
and my little PC.
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah. I've got a nice focused fan on me, so I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we've just got a fan on us.
Yes, one each. So super chatters, thank you so much to everyone who has super chatted today. Erin Ethria, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Welcome. You have a lovely purple Khadgar head. Enjoy your privileges. Don't read into that. Yeah. No, because have a look at Chris W, our next super chatter. Look at that gleaming green Khadgar. Look at that green Khadgar. It doesn't read so well on super chats, but when you see him in chat, they look absolutely glorious. Chris W, thank you, and congratulations on your green Khadgar head. I have to pause on the pork chop question for the summer. Yes, it will happen. We were just talking about pork chops a couple days ago.
Well, actually, Annie was asking me to cook pork chops last night.
Yeah, last night.
And I said I would. So actually, yeah. Definitely not in this heat, though. Fuck that.
Yeah, so just sending hugs and cooler air your way. Love the beach pics. Oh, thanks, Chris. I don't know if you guys saw, but someone... There was a car, there was a number plate with my name on it. which we saw yesterday when we were walking home from the beach. And it boggled my mind, and I had to like discreetly take my photo in front of it.
I got it.
Yeah, there it is. Pull that up so everyone can see. And I did have to clarify, like, that's not fake, because of course, very easy to fake an image like this. That is real. That is not my car. That is a car that belongs to someone who either like parks in my neighborhood or lives in my neighborhood. It
probably an Italian.
Maybe an Italian driving a little Fiat. I don't know. I don't think everyone who drives a Fiat is an Italian. But if it is you...
They are. You get an Italian passport if you drive a Fiat.
Yeah. If that is you, let me know. Because I saw this and I was like, wait, that's my name. But here's the crazy thing. You can very easily go online and find vehicle registrations in the UK.
Wait, you are not only doxing this person, you're explaining how to dox them further.
It does not provide any information about the owner of the vehicle.
Okay, sorry.
It literally does not provide any information. It only provides just stuff about the vehicle itself, not the owner. Don't go crazy. And I looked it up, and it's not an EVI, it's an EV112.
EV12, yeah.
EV12. This vehicle was registered in Essex in 2012. So this is not a vanity plate. No one has dreamed this up and been like, hey, can you put Evitel on my number plate? This is literally just... You
looked it up, though. Thank
this
you.
is a number plate that exists. It just happens to have Evitel on it.
That's pretty
cool. I don't know what's crazier, like if that someone would actually put it on their thing, or that like it just exists.
That must mean that there's an Evital number plate out there somewhere as well.
Maybe.
Evi and Tally.
It could be.
Wow. If you see it, let us know.
Yeah. 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 So how cool is that? I know. And I was like, should I leave a note and be like, can I buy this car?
Do we want a Fiat? Yeah. I'm too tall for a Fiat.
Yeah, it'll be my car.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So weirdest coincidence ever. Like I say, we literally walked by it on our walk home from the beach, got out of the sea, walked home, and it was there. And I was like, dang. Okay.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Super cool. Anyway, had to address that because that just kind of drove me. Yeah, made me feel a little bit crazy. But in a good way. Back to the super chat. Next one is Rico the Orc. Lovely to see you, Rico. Hey, Atali, hey, Evie. This is your friendly super chat reminder. Cheers and love. Nice six-pack, Tally. What's up on IRL shenanigans? Give us an update. We have literally just been melting this week, but swimming a lot in the sea, which has felt really good.
Yeah, we've gone to the beach every morning just for a quick dip before.
We go in the beach. We go swim in there. We get in the water. We cool down a bit. I took the kids to the beach yesterday after school.
We live like literally 5 minutes walk.
Yeah, we live right by it, and you know, plus side of living in Wales in a heat wave on the coast is that you can just make use of the sea. I'm really glad we have it. It makes me feel good.
It's pretty awesome.
That's it. And I'm glad you like Tally's six-pack too.
But my work rate has been very slow this week.
Oh, it's been awful. Too, yeah. It's been a really bad week for work.
Bot, so it's good.
It's been very, very bad time for work, but you know what? Here we are. We're picking things up again as things cool down because we're back to shit weather from Friday. It's shit weather again because it's either 86 degrees or 65 degrees and raining, and we're going back to 65 degrees and raining. Can't wait. I love it. I love Wales. Anyway, next one. Aaron Ethria, thank you. With all the discourse around Amani troll models, do you think they'll give us them in Last Titan with forest green and blue ice troll skin tones? I really hope we'll get them at some point.
Yeah.
It feels so... disingenuous isn't the right word, but it feels so shit to be told that we will have Amani troll customizations and them just being like some haircuts and tattoos. Like, I need the body types.
You got to imagine this would be the patch to do it, right?
It would be.
If you were going to give like the proper
Maybe they're just going to drop them.
As for like the Northrend trolls with the blue skin and stuff, right? I mean, we talked a lot about the fixing up, the reimagining of Northrend that's coming in The Last Titan. And something I've always been like, I don't think it's going to be the whole continent. I think there'll be big slabs of ice all around the place with zones that just aren't active anymore, you know. Something I hadn't thought of, which was pointed out to me the other day, stupidly I hadn't thought of course, since Northrend, since Wrath of the Lich King, the Cataclysm happened. Like, that's the expansion after, right? And obviously we've never canonically really been back. So, you know, like, they are kind of free to do whatever they want to Northrend and just say, Cataclysm did it. So if they want to get rid of certain parts of Northrend, if they just don't want another troll patch or whatever, and like, just get rid of the fucking blue trolls, man. Like, they can just be like, Cataclysm did it. It's gone now, sorry. Cataclysm was harsh, man. Cataclysm was rough. And they can just basically, they have free reign to do whatever they want. Because
They're not going to get rid of blue trolls. You've got blue trolls on like the login screens, man.
But I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? The ice trolls, though. Yeah. But like, you know, yeah. Like, I honestly hadn't even thought about Cataclysm and how that basically gives them free reign to do anything they want with Northrend. You know,
I don't think people would appreciate that.
I don't think so either.
On a happier note, Captain Thunder sending 20 gift memberships. Thank you so much, Captain Thunder, and congratulations to everyone who has received some Khadgar head action and some emotes. Enjoy those. Please use them in chat. I worked very hard on uploading them here. There are many more I can still upload because there's so many of you, because you guys rock. So yeah, thank you, Captain Thunder. And Zorandi21, welcome to the team.
Very awesome, Captain
Thunder.
I
love it. And Chris also gifting, Chris W gifting another membership to the team. I love it. I love to see it. Next one is from Jay Slade. Thank you, Jay Slade. Val should have had Tuskars handing you sleds that you could ride around and give you one-shots on enemies when you hit them with their horned sleds. Man. Hell yeah.
So there's another thing in Val, sorry, what this comment is referring to. There's another thing in Val where, like, you get on some ice and you start, it takes you around really quick. You're like, shh, it's like their equivalent of the mushrooms, I guess. But there's somewhere you're supposed to go with them, but I don't know where that is. I've never been able to find it, but they are quite good for getting around quite quickly. But yeah, obviously adding a Tuskar to the mix would make it 10 times better.
Yep.
Goes without saying.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yes, that would be super cool. And then next one, Ikarai, welcome to the team. Yes, so good to have you. Thank you. Enjoy. And next one is from Argo Durga. Love to see you, friend. Hey, always happy to see you live. The flavor text, add this to your book collection for some data mined items is very exciting. Shout out to the Wondrous Wisdom Hood. Tough fun. Have you seen this, Tally?
No, I haven't actually.
So there's some flavor text.
Yeah.
In items. So this one is called The First Troll Legend. This is a book you get in like Classic or whatever in Vanilla WoW.
Sorry, I can't show this on screen.
Yeah,
sorry. Did not turn her PC on today.
Yeah, no, sorry. Again, too hot. But instead of just like, right click to read, there's some flavor text which says, add this book to your book collection.
Looks like we're getting it, fam. And then it becomes a placeable book that you can place in your player house and read whenever you click on it, yes? And
God.
Suddenly we have functioning libraries in WoW. Suddenly we have a reason to go and collect every single book.
Please.
This was something.
Please.
Just for those of you who don't understand the lore of this, right?
Yeah, there is lore behind this.
When I was lucky enough to be invited to Boston to
player housing
playtest player housing among with some other creators for the first time. And be one of the first people outside of Blizzard to ever try player housing, yay. When we were playtesting it, this was something that was there. Books in the inventory, in your catalog, your player housing menu, that you could place, just like now, but they were then books that you could click on and read that existed in game. I think there was like one about the world tree from Dragonflight that was there, and you could place it and you could move it around, you could blow it up and shrink it down just like any other item, and you could put it on bookcases just like you can, but then you could click on it and you'd read it just like if you found it out in the world and you could click on and read it. And in the interview that I had with the dev team, it was with Jesse actually. I was like, is this a thing that is gonna happen? Does this mean that we'll be able to go around and collect these books from around the world, where they all are anyway, and then place them? And he said yes.
Did he say that to your face?
He said on video. He said that was going to be a thing, but it hasn't yet been a thing. So this would be a very cool thing.
It would be cool if it does happen, because you keep talking about it, and I didn't go to Boston, so I just have to trust you.
You never watch any of our videos either, so how would you know?
Exactly. How would I know? And so I'm like, how is Tally keeps going on about this thing as if it was real. So yeah, I hope that's the thing. I hope that's real. I would love that. That would absolutely rule. Fingers crossed that is what it is about.
There's a not insignificant amount of the player base that would literally spend a couple of days going around getting every book
absolutely.
in the game so that they could make a library and then would make a fun. Can you imagine if you went into a library and it wasn't just like the movable bookcase over and over again, but like literally filled with individual books that you could click on?
Yeah. It would be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
It would be so good. Do you, I've never known the answer to this. Are we allowed to like read the books out loud and say like make a video of, you know, me in theory reading all the steamy romance novels?
Yes, it's been done. Yes, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta get on that.
Yeah, get on it. Come on, man.
I would love that. I would love to do that. Just me reading them.
Yeah.
Or maybe you. Maybe one for whichever voice you would prefer reading your steamy romance novels.
Make it so.
Okay. Next project. Awesome. Next one. Zachary Cooper. Lovely to see you. Late. I will catch tomorrow morning. We'll be going to bed soon from Australia. P.S. Not enjoying Val compared to Nighttow. Looking forward to hero raiding with my guild next season. I think that's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Don't like it. We roll. We keep going.
Very, very good.
We'll see you next season.
We talked about the gaming improvements for heroic raiding next season, didn't we?
Yes.
Last week. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's going to be really promising. Thank you for that one, Zachary Cooper. Next one is Super Chadster. Thank you. Hey, legends. Some funds to turn up the air a bit.
Thank you.
Yes, let me just position my fan.
To 8. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Thank you for that one. Next one is from Ikarai. I have joined the team. Looking forward to being demoted to Grey next month. You will like it. I promise. Question. Do you think we'll get any more Warband screens soon? I want a Zul'jan screen. Zul'jan would be really,
awesome.
really good.
Yeah.
There's like, I don't think there's much, you know, sky's the limit for Warband screens, right? Like, I think they can come up with quite a few. It makes sense to make them thematic. The ones we have had so far are thematic. They're in keeping with the patches. So Zul'jan would rock. I would like that. Please. Let's have it. Okay. Next one. Greyhawk. Thank you, Greyhawk. WoW has a broad player base, but it seems like some high-level players can't accept when content is made for casuals, like housing and world content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah. You get a broad player base. You get people who play for loads of reasons. You get people who get upset about other people playing for other reasons. Unfortunately, it's all part of the ecosystem.
It still blows my mind when I see people like trying to make a discourse around housing being a flop or something.
Yeah, or like
no one cares.
A waste
about this.
of dev resources.
Au contraire.
I know.
Holy shit.
I know. I feel like, you know, people handling the accounts at Activision Blizzard are like, this is not a waste of dev resources.
Yeah, exactly. It's like doing the Scrooge McDuck diving into piles of gold
like
sort of thing.
Scooping in the like real gold and being
a waste of what?
Wait, what? I can't hear you over the tinkling of gold. Yeah, I agree, Greyhawk. Yeah, it's just a reality.
Yeah.
Next one is from Omadon. Please, never abandon your solid anti-spoiler disciplines. Social media has none. The Wowcast has none. It's bleak out here for WoW
The
story.
Wowcast. I mean,
Wowcast has dropped like all this.
It's fucking insane.
Even if I wanted to be able to experience the story like chronologically and without spoilers, I could not.
Problem solved by just putting the story quests in the first week of the patch, like they should have done anyway.
I know.
Problem solved.
Yeah, and
you wouldn't have had long to do it, but you could at least say that it had been out before the spoiler, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still not out. The spoiler was 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Or a week ago.
Yeah. Next one is from GC Sage. Hey guys, first time chatter. Hey, welcome. I never usually get to watch these live. Just wanted to show my support from Nebraska. And say I appreciate you guys. Thank you, GC Sage. We appreciate you too.
We do. Thank you, mate. Do you know anything about Nebraska? Have you been there?
No.
Oh.
No.
Where is it? I'm not hot with my American states.
Midwest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cool. Probably very hot, right? Is it hot down there?
Can be.
Yeah. I bet it is.
Kind of middle of the road.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put it on the list.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'd love to go to Nebraska. Next one is from Lentil Shine. Tally, I can't believe you made a your mum joke to Erator, and now he's so sad she's dead. Tragic.
It's the power I wield. I can't help it. I I spotted that Zul'jan was getting villain batted, and that means I'm happy with it, and I made it happen.
Oh.
I made a Naruto your mum joke, and now she's dead. That's the power.
Yeah.
My your mum jokes are so powerful. Anyone I make them to, it turns out their mum's dead. It's statistically highly unlikely, but every time. Madness. It's my own fault. I need to with my great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And next one is up from Buddy, also a member of the team and friend. Lovely to see you, Buddy. Cheers, friends. BlizzCon is in 11 weeks. Can't wait to see y'all there. And the live weekly reset.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, I know. Feels early for a Last Titan blowout. Might hinder Midnight's momentum. Still think they'll do it?
Yes.
I don't know. The closer we get to it, I'm still like,
I'm certain
still so deep in Midnight. Like
I'm so certain.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree that it's going to kind of be weird, but at least 2.1 will be out. The whole Kithix thing will be quite well known by then.
12.2.
Yeah, I 12.2. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll have to do what they did with kind of Shadowlands.
Yeah.
And be like, well, I've got a feeling that whatever Zaltat's got planned and however it all ends, it's going to work out that we're all okay. Sort of. And anyway, let's see what happens next. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
we're so used to the next thing being announced now while we're still playing the old thing that it feels like they could do it. Like it's in keeping with the process now. Next one, I sell cabbages. Lovely green Khadgar head, lovely to see you. Morning, Teeny. I haven't jumped into WoW in like 2 weeks. This is very healthy attitude. I'm just waiting for the new quest line to start. Any other games you guys have been playing? No, but I keep getting like recommended stuff on Instagram and other platforms. Subliminal hints that I need to play Planescape Torment. Like I have been told to play Planescape Torment by multiple people. I have been pushed hints to do it on like my socials and just being online. It just looks so up my alley. And I saw actually I saw a clip or whatever, a thing on Instagram that was like video games with like the most words written in them. And number one was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, I believe it.
For all the potential working, storylines. Number two was Baldur's Gate 3. Unsurprising. Number 3 was Disco Elysium.
No way.
Yeah.
That really surprises me.
Yeah. It does not surprise me in the slightest. Number 4 was Planescape Torment. And I was like, I like all this. Words, I know like more words does not necessarily equal better, but I'm like, I am really, really into this idea.
Yeah.
I think maybe 5 was like GTA or something, but I need to...
GTA is huge, but I mean, 10 years old now, right?
Oh, no, Witcher was 5. The Witcher 3 was 5.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
The Witcher 3 was 5. I got to get on that.
Cool.
Have you been playing anything?
No, actually. I still need to bop through my playthrough of Disco Elysium. It's just been like, it's been a tough couple of weeks. It's been a hectic couple of weeks.
Busy. Yeah. Wow, it's just keeping us on our toes.
I didn't even play FIFA this year either. In a World Cup year.
I know.
I didn't even get FIFA this year.
How dare you?
Yeah, no, crazy. I usually love a little FIFA. I think FIFA, playing on manager mode, is one of the best RPG games you get. I think it's one of the best RPGs. It's brilliant. You get your players, you invest in them. They create like it's an RPG in the same way that like XCOM is an RPG, right? You know, the little stories just happen. You know, and the relationships kind of form in your mind between like the characters and like your troops and stuff, and what happens to them in the various missions. And it's just like that. Like FIFA is just like that, you know. And the stories that kind of get written around the interactions and your team and stuff. It's great. It's a fantastic RPG, FIFA, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah. I'm really happy for you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, we got a few more to get through. Next one is from Joe You Love. Lovely to see you, Joe. When will they fix the warband screen bug where my alts are in the wrong colors?
Oh,
It continues
never.
during my day.
Every time.
Yeah.
Like, every time I go into my login screen, my main Mavanwi, beautiful, perfect Mavanwi, who is dressed usually in like a long leather jacket and just very demure, very low fantasy. Half the time when I go onto the screen, she's there in like a chainmail bikini, high boots, and shit. I'm like, stop it!
Oh, how dare you?
That was my experimentation tab.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Hopefully they fix it soon.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Next one is from Spirit Walk Wow. Thank you. Loved the tier set video. Aw, thanks. What are your favorite tier sets overall for Hunter and Priest after all this time? Oh, tough one, because I usually don't love Hunter tier sets. They usually don't do it for me. It's usually like literally leveling sets that I love and I go for.
You like the Legion one, don't you?
Oh,
the
you know,
Legion
the
Hunter
Legion
set.
one is really, really good. For some reason, I love wearing that one with like a pair of little like gold rimmed glasses just to like tone down the hunteriness. But yeah, I love the Legion sets. I think they look really beautiful. Obviously, they look really good with the Legion artifacts as well, like the the same colorways.
Oh yeah, true.
Legion sets rule. Yeah, I'll have to go with the Legion Hunter ones. What about you?
I really like the Legion Priest sets as well.
Yeah.
I think they're really, really good.
Yeah.
I like gosh, that's one of my favorites actually. Definitely the Legion one. Priest has been eating so well in the last couple of expansions.
Priest
like
is
some of
always
the
so
all-time
good.
great.
I'm always so jealous
I'm
of
not a
Priest.
huge fan of the one this season.
Yeah.
Or indeed last season at the end of War Within, but the two before that in War Within were absolute bangers. That classic one from Dragonflight with the kind of the mask, the scary mask and the like
very good
long jackety bits, like
very good,
fucking great.
Yeah.
Just any like long jacket looking thing is fucking cool.
Agreed.
Priest, man. Love
Agreed.
that stuff. So good.
Yeah.
So I would say in modern times they're among my favorite tier sets for Priest. Yeah, they've been doing really, really well.
Yeah. And another one from Spirit Walk Wow. Also, Make It Monkey had me dying laughing. Thank you. Made me laugh too as I said it out loud. Thank you for that one. Next one is from Senior Sonata. Do you think there will be a pet bed-esque feature for alt placement in housing? That's Cash Shop Gold right there. It is. Have you seen?
They can't get away with putting that on the cash
No,
shop.
they
way.
can't. Have you seen the forms that your pet bed can take?
Yes.
Have you seen them?
Lily pad.
Like,
yeah.
cute little stone thing. Because yeah, my worry was like, I don't want 10 fucking pet beds taking up my house. Like, I'm sorry. I want my pets out, but I want their, beds to either be very intentional or very hidden away and subtle. And yeah, you have a huge range. And I have a feeling for alt placement, like we've talked about before, that might be the way. Your alt bed, maybe your alt chair.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, like your alt pedestal, your alt platform that they
I think it's
stand on.
Obviously,
right?
there are complications with alts that aren't in place for pets. Like a pet always looks the same.
Yeah.
An alt. What do you do about transmog? What do you do about like? Well, I mean, you can set a transmog for the warband screen. Mm-hmm. It's an option there whether or not it fucking works.
Yeah.
But it's there. Could you have in your transmog tab like a situation? Controlled in your house, right? Like,
yes, when in
I mean, there already is an option for in your house.
Yeah,
so I mean, that would be
so
that,
maybe
right?
it would be
so actually, and that's not such an issue in that case. But I'm sure like it's more complicated code-wise to drag your fucking outs into your house and have them walking around their pet. I'm sure, but I think that's the next step certainly, and we know it's something they do. What they've said before that they want it to happen, and getting pets is the first step of that. So. Although I could never put a timeline on it, you've got to say that's a guarantee, right? You've got to say that's like definitely going to happen. Hopefully this expansion. I would hope that would be a 12.2 feature at the latest, honestly. I just want it to happen. It's really important for what I want from housing.
Yeah.
And that would be that and the books.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's my two biggest things about housing answers.
But then how are they going to keep you playing, tell you, if they give you everything you want right away?
Because they give me everything I want in housing and they literally keep me playing forever. Like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for that stuff to happen. I need it to be there and then I'm more likely to play forever.
Yeah.
Like, simple as that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want it because I want alts wandering around my house when I'm in there, but I also want other people's characters walking around when I go and visit their houses as well.
And also just think of like the staging opportunities, right? Like, you can create your whole, I'm really sorry, but like, you can make a brothel and you can put all your alts in skimpy gear and they'll all be there. Or,
Love that was your first thought.
Because I just tried to become like a WoW player for a moment. I tried to get into the head of like a WoW player because I'm not one. No. Okay,
well, of course you're not. You're a girl.
A party, but I mean, like, because exactly. But you can have a party. You can have a party situation. But I'm thinking more of like, you can come up with like very specific scenarios in which you need you need an army of alts walking around.
But then there's the extra thing, right? Where if I do have a chair or a bed for an alt, let's say I've got one for my orc alt, right?
Yeah.
And that means he's wandering around like a pet would be. Well, I don't want him wandering around if I'm in the house on that character.
Yeah.
If I go into the house on that character, I obviously don't want him wandering around there anymore.
Yeah.
So that's an extra trigger that has to be there.
Yeah.
So it's just way more complicated, of course it is, right? But it's what it is. But we have had confirmation that you can have up to 10 pets wandering around your house. Jesse himself said that.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, really, really good. Okay, next one is from JJ Smithy. Thank you. Hello, lovelies. At the end of the Loa lore walking stuff, they talk about how the Darkspear haven't had a Hashura yet. Foreshadowing?
Yeah, and they're like, we haven't had a Hashura yet. And I just wish that when we did have one, he'd have a broken tooth. They don't say that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm getting at there,
I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they have left that door open. For sure. The role will be filled.
Yeah. I mean, they've been setting Zul'jan up that for a while, I think, haven't they?
Yeah.
I can definitely see it happening.
Yeah, would be cool.
Yes.
Next one's from Omadon.
That would involve having Zul'jan in the fucking story, though. So
I know. They'll actually have to use him in the story properly. Next one is from Omadon. Thank you so much, friend. Lovely to see you. Are we in agreement that The Last Titan's big evergreen game update has to be a game-wide racial customization overhaul? It's gotta be, right?
Yes. No. Well... So the thing here's how I feel about the racial customization overhaul. I just don't think it's their priority at all. I just don't. Customization. Sorry. Okay. No. Sorry. That's what I thought you meant, and I thought you meant something else. Now I realize that's what you mean again. Sorry. It's really hot. So here's how I feel about the racial customization thing. It's not an expansion feature. And I don't think you should want it to be an expansion feature either, because we've had a racial customization overhaul as an expansion feature before in Shadowlands, and it didn't. There's loads of great stuff about it which I really liked, but the problem is they stopped at that. Okay, so what I want to see from a racial customization feature is not this is an expansion feature. I need it to be a commitment to a steady rollout of customizations forever. I need it to be. I don't want them to the extent where I actually don't want them to stand up for Last Titan and go. And one of the major features of this expansion is we're doing. Customization overhaul. I don't want that because there won't be enough, and there'll be ones that you want that aren't there, and blah blah. Just like with Shadowlands, right? And what I want is for them to stand up and go, and we are committing to rolling out these and constantly working on them, and
all the time.
It being an evergreen thing that we're always adding to.
I agree.
So in a way, I don't want it to be a War Within feature. I want it to be something that they put out a blue about one day and be like, here's something important.
Yeah.
We're committing to this.
They can announce it at BlizzCon, but not as a feature. Maybe just being like,
and you'll see the first bunch of them with release, and obviously they're going to be focused around major patches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yes, you'll see your first rollout of these on the launch of War Within, but it's not It's not a War Within feature.
Last Titan.
It's just sorry, Last Titan. It's not a Last Titan feature. It's just something that we're beginning in Last
This
Titan.
is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Of
yeah.
a complete
So that's
overhaul.
that's what I want to see.
I'm
so
with you.
It makes me a bit nervous when people start talking about it as an expansion. Not that's what you were doing, but I see people talking about it as an expansion feature, and I'm like, no, actually, that's we kind of want it to be much more than that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Which is what Blizz are kind of doing with stuff at the moment anyway, so I can see it
that
happening.
way.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, I'm with you.
A commitment like housing, exactly.
Yeah. Next one is from Jay Baranowski. Thank you so much for the super chat. What challenges have you had to overcome when it comes to running a business with a partner? If you're in the middle of an argument but contractually obligated to produce a video together, I imagine that's difficult.
I think the main difficulty, I'm sure Evertel will agree with me here, is being in a house together all day. All you want to do is plow.
Yeah.
Like, it's so tough. Like, and with me being so sexy and with Evertel being so attracted to me, she's just like, let's skip the podcast today and just do it, daddy. And I'm like, well, we got to do the podcast though, guys. And she's like, it doesn't matter, you'll just look a bit sweaty when we start, let's just fuck it all off, right? And I'm like,
Tally's always turning me down for work, and
I'm like, Evertel, really? please be professional, all right? We just can't keep doing this, we've got to get some videos done, all right? You know, so that, I would say that's probably the hardest part. What about you?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. It's just a constant rejection. So like, no babe, I gotta make a thumbnail.
Babe, can you get out from under there, because I gotta go and find Chronicle to check a reference.
No, but we are lucky that we like each other, and we like working together, and we like making stuff together. I know that's a very specific combination of traits.
I think we've talked about this on a couple of podcasts before, other people's podcasts, but like, one thing about being a parent that I've noticed is you meet a lot of other parents, obviously, at the school and stuff like that. And one of the things that kind of, I've never known so many married people before as a result, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, our entire social circle is like couples, like in person,
or day-to-day social circle.
Day-to-day,
like
kids-oriented social circle.
But, you know, just from the outside and the way people talk about their partners a lot, just doesn't seem like other people like each other as much as we seem to.
Well, other people have different dynamics. Like, other people want different things from their partners. You know, other people are different with their partners in public. Maybe they're different, you know. Like, I get it. But like, everyone's different.
I can't imagine anything better than working with you and spending time with you, and like, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
and,
my favorite thing is like sometimes chatting with like some of the parents or like some of the mums, you know, like at the school, and being like, oh. Yeah, it's like, oh, you working today? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, you guys working today? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, you know, you and Tally we see you guys out and about together. You seem to get along. It's like, yeah, I hope so. I should. It's just funny to me that
they
this
mean
is
it as a compliment. They're not like, but it does strike me as like, well, yeah, she's my wife. I do like her.
Yeah. So
but obviously there are challenges, and there are some times when we've had a row, and then you have to just like knuckle down and make some content.
Just gotta
and stuff.
do
And
it.
it's like, you know, our rows are never that serious, really. Well, we have some rows. We're just a normal couple.
I think we disagree about things because we're people.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, I haven't done the washing up or whatever, and that's annoying too. But like, I think it's a great blessing and privilege to be able to work with my wife, and we get paid exactly the same as well.
Yeah,
and that's actually
cool.
kind of a cool thing. I kind of like that.
The great equalizer.
Yeah,
right?
it is a great equalizer, and you know, it's nice that we get to go away on work trips together, and you know, they are work trips, but we get
going away on
they're
work
little
trips
holidays
together.
for us as well a lot of the time, and
I feel very lucky to do that.
It's genuinely really lovely to do, and I feel very lucky. I would you know, it's not for everyone, obviously, but it is for one thing that we found very hard at the very beginning, because we've got much more of a work dynamic now, because we've been working together for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
But in the beginning, when we first started the weekly reset and stuff, it was quite hard because, you know, I come from a performance background. All my family are actors, directors, that kind of thing. So I'm used to clicking into work mode with them, because I've worked with them before, with stuff, and just being in work mode suddenly. So it's like, you're in directing mode now. You're telling someone, and as an actor, I like to be directed, and stuff like that. So when we first started doing the weekly reset, I think it was quite shocking to Evertel when I suddenly clicked into director mode and I was like, oh, no. Blah, 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 blah,
He's like, no. And like, I remember being like, one, how dare you criticize me to my face? How dare
Evertel's
you?
usually very good at taking criticism, but
how dare you? But then also, like, I remember, you know, the like, you know, the tears kicking in and being like, I'm not perfect in your eyes. I didn't just say, how can you say that to me? You know, and like, I remember like, you know, I think I
but also I wasn't aware of it, and I was being much harsher to you than I should have done.
Well, no,
because I was just in that mode, right? And that's how that's just how it's always been for me.
No,
and like,
and you know, because you don't typically, you know, in a relationship, you know, you wouldn't necessarily be like, why did you do that? You did that incorrectly, you know, whatever. But
well, especially in those that you write a lot of your own material now for the channel.
Oh yeah.
But in those days, I was writing a lot of it.
Yeah.
So you know, I was correcting you. I was like, no, that's not how you do it with that joke. The emphasis has to be on this word. It's like really important. Like that's the joke and stuff. And that, I mean, that's gonna drive you crazy if it's not something you're used to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
But yeah, in short, it's a really fun process. I think the secret ingredient is if you actually like your partner. in life and work, it's it helps.
Yeah, totally.
It works.
Yeah, but having said that, if you don't have that dynamic with your partner, that's not a problem. That's not a fault in your relationship and stuff. It's just like different relationships have different dynamics.
It's happened to roll this way.
But I'm just a 100% wife guy, as everyone knows. So like, I'm always just going to be happy to be allowed in the same room as Evertel.
Yeah.
Under any circumstances, basically, I'm always just going to be like, she's letting me near her. This is amazing.
We've got 2 more left. This has been a long podcast. Melithian, thank you so much for the super chat. Can't recommend Planescape enough. Played for the first time last October. You'll easily clock out where Disco Elysium took heavy inspiration from, but also the connections to the D&D universe. This is like this. Yeah, it sounds perfect to me. Very emotional and powerful game. Thank you, Melithian. I cannot wait to get into it.
Sounds great. I want to give it a go too.
Like I kind of want to put it on the Steam Deck and just like do it in bed, you know, like, or you know, you know what I mean, and just like put my headphones on.
But you didn't really love doing that with Disco Elysium in the end, did you?
No,
that was your plan for that game too.
I wanted a full cinematic experience with Disco Elysium. That was like I had to be like sitting in front of the screen, you know, on edge. That was brilliant. And then finally, the last one, Senior Sonata. Honestly, I'd really like an emote expansion. Oh, like an expansion on the emote system.
Yeah.
Just
Honestly, me too. And particularly with the housing stuff and what have you now. And like, you know, you got the lean emote recently, which drives me wild. I love that. All the cool RP stuff in the Arcantina with like things you can pick up and just carry around. And my favorite thing is going to the every time I go into the Arcantina now, I come out holding like a very elaborate drink, which I'm then like fighting with for a while. And it's awesome. It's just great. It's just really good.
St. Martini, I love that.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Fortnite has shown just how out of date the WoW emoting is. Yeah, WoW emoting is like kind of pleasingly old school sometimes, and otherwise just completely janky. So I agree.
Yeah, I love that.
I agree. Revamp it. The emote expansion is coming.
No, genuinely, it just seems like a no-brainer, honestly, at this stage.
Yeah, I agree. In the
it's
same
definitely
way,
where WoW is going.
In the same way that character customization is coming out a few years ago, like revamped. Be like, oh yeah, people can have dark skin. And I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Well, not all of the internet agrees with you there, Evie.
Too bad. I don't agree with most of the internet.
Can we have a like killing the key to go and care for your child emote?
It's just the flaming baby from The Sims. It's just the baby on fire while you're like typing at the PC. That's what that is. That's the emote.
Yeah, brilliant. Guys, thank you for all those super chats. Thank you to everyone who's chatted during this episode. Thank you to everyone who's watching the live recording on YouTube, but also on Twitch. We see you. We've got you all in the same chat here. It's fantastic. So although we don't like comment on the subs and stuff that are happening on Twitch as well, because you know we love you and you're incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's listening on your preferred podcast listening platforms. Don't be mad if someone has to go and help their child. Yeah. And don't report them for child abuse. Maybe that bit in particular.
Yeah.
That's a dick move. Don't do it. Enjoy Val.
Have fun.
Really
until the next
enjoy
reset.
that. And we will see you in the next episode of this podcast, and indeed anything else on the channel as well. Thank you guys. Like I say, was meant to have a video out tomorrow, but writing has been hard. It's been really hot, sorry, and with the kids off today and stuff as well, but it's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll just incorporate it into the weekly reset, who knows. But either way, 2 videos coming out very soon. Thank you to everyone who watched the tier set ranking video, and we will see you next time. From me, Taliesin,
and me, Avital.
Cheerio. Today and stuff as well, but it's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll just incorporate it into the weekly reset, who knows. But either way, 2 videos coming out very soon. Thank you to everyone who watched the tier set ranking video, and we will see you next